Welcome back to Merzenhammer, everybody. Last time we left off, you finished a business deal by changing your mind and killing everyone involved. And when I say everyone, I mean about half of them. The rest got away.
I would like to add that I was not privy to this particular decision.
Yeah, but you helped, so...
He was possessed by some demon, clearly.
Look, we knew it's what Gunnar would have wanted, deep down in his Norscan heart.
We don't know what Gunnar wants.
No, but we assumed. And we assumed it would
Now
be whatever helped us the most.
That I cannot deny. You got me there.
Speaking of Merzendi, how much experience did I get last time?
None.
None?
Owned.
Yeah, you weren't here. You'll get some extra and you'll catch up in a couple of sessions.
Oh, sure, Bob. Instead of a penis, he just has an extra knife down there.
I mean, you did make a big deal about the fact that that guy was, all about them chaos drugs. So we're like, all right, let's fuck this guy up. I sure wasn't going to let them get away with it, and we could profit more by fucking them all up dead anyway.
It's true.
Yes. Profit.
I mean, yeah.
You got all your money back, Jolka.
Okay, let's see how much I spend on getting out of here alive.
I mean, that's another question.
Yeah, that's the profit part.
Look, we're not in any more danger than we were before we did this, to any significant degree, if you really think about it.
It's fine, we're taking a calculated risk. We're just very bad at math.
So that is an excellent way to describe everything that happened last session.
Yes.
But hey, we all made it out basically unscathed, so it's fine.
Boros got a bad cut, but easily
Boros is a
stitched
dog.
up.
I would like to mention that one day I would really like to make Marienburg.
I'd like to get out of
I'm
this
sure
fucking
you'd
country.
like to. And I am surprised about this map, as it cuts off just before Marienburg.
And Marienburg's
So-
a pretty important city, all things considered.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yes, a merchant city so powerful it was able to tell the Empire to fuck off and claim independence.
I think you need to
Yeah.
bribe the emperor to gain independence.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that city alone could probably finance one of the Emperor's wars.
I mean, yeah. But they didn't. They just gave him a shit ton of money.
And, yeah, bought their independence.
Yeah.
Capitalism, ho. But the plan, I believe, was to travel cross-country to Belev, because the smugglers had friends in Ustyug, and, also someone out at Vaska is having a dick. So that's just somewhere you need to avoid for a bit.
So wait, we're going to Bellend?
Belev. Don't worry, at least it's not below 0.
I don't know where... Oh, there's Belev. But they really called it below 0. Are you really? They ran out of ideas with names.
I love it.
This is fantasy. They probably thought that city up first and then named everything else around it.
Yeah, that's also true.
I mean, about half of these names they've just taken a map of Poland, Belarus, and Russia, and literally just taken real names. I don't think below 0 is one of them, but...
I love this map.
Question: it's about 35 miles cross country, and you're on foot. That's going to be a couple of days.
Oh, in the snowy, I see. Oh, fuck.
Well, before we deal with that, we need to finish offloading these goods in Ustjug.
Oh, I thought the plan was to carry them to Belev.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ustyog is not a safe city for us right now.
It's not, but like at the end of last session, we talked about just selling all this shit back to the dude we were dealing with. Because he didn't know what he was financing, and it turns out...
he said he didn't want to know, but it was way more serious than he thought. And
You do
frankly, I
realize
feel
they
like
could do
you will
that-
pay us to make this problem go away. No, everyone in the little town of Ostio couldn't take us in a fight if it really came down to it.
Okay,
So
this
now
could go either way.
you're talking wiping out an entire city.
I'm saying if a fight happened, we could wipe it out. And that should generally convince them to fuck off.
You know, if you did that, those Chaos Raiders would just be standing on a hill saying, well, fuck, they did our jobs for us.
Yeah, and then we get all the plunder, but we don't erect any ruinous monuments.
You're
This could go
doing their
bad.
job for them.
Well, no, but yeah, the reality is, like, if a bunch of smuggler-aiding, chaos powder peddling fuckwits want to get in the way of getting us out of this problem and, you know, reporting this whole shit show to Semyonovich,
Oh,
then we'll
guys,
probably have to fight a few of them.
this problem brings that specific man a lot of money.
He also had
He's-
really quality gunpowder.
Yeah. Like, it's legit ass fucking goods. They want this shit. I'm gonna assume as well that he will profit more from getting it right now legitimately.
Legitimately.
Yeah, of us as legitimate as it's gonna fucking get for him.
We also have
Unless
a
he knows where to get that
cart.
impound. We do have a cart.
We just
Well,
need
like,
to go
we
buy a
just-
horse with all of
Just
the...
fucked over his
No.
business partners. He's gonna fucking kill us.
I mean, he could try, but...
Again, like, it's a smart decision for him to exchange money with hands. You can have all these fucking trade goods because we want out of this fucking country. And then we're gonna stop off in Kislev, let Count Semyonovich know that there's a destroyed icy castle full of the most evil shit that exists in the world, and then merrily fuck off on our way.
I do believe by this point we've overstayed our welcome in Kislev. Wait, someone stole Dimitri's horse?
Yeah, they stole his fucking horse. So as well, if we find that guy in Ustjug, we can strip him up by his testicles.
Just punch him a lot.
No, you don't have to do that. This is Kislev. You tell
exactly.
you tell people he's a horse thief, and people will do it for you.
No, I
But
won't.
we want to do it.
You misunderstand the
we really are
reasoning.
just becoming murder hobos. Oh god.
Look,
Look,
this is
we'll
okay.
normalize once we get out of fucking Kislev. It's turning
No.
us all into barbarians.
Look, okay, let's stop arguing. We have the plan of walk this shit to Belev or Ustjug. Who's in favor of Ustjug? I
think I would like Ustjug.
I would like not to freeze to death.
will count that as an Ustjug vote.
You count that as an issue. See, I'm a dwarf, so I'm literally going to be neck deep in snow for...
I mean, it's a forest, but it's probably going to be a very snowy one.
37 miles.
Hmm.
Or it says 20, but...
Yeah.
Make yourself some snowshoes then.
It's a tough journey.
It's a moot point.
I would love to go to the moot. Fuck.
Oh no. I don't want to get mugged. By fucking midgets.
Well,
The kneecap is
So
a moot.
it sounds like we're going to
we're
Ustjug.
going to Ustjug, I think, is the only option.
Yeah,
Unless
we can take it in turns for cart walking this stuff, can't we? Oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
Moot does have the best sexy black leather. We can work in shifts to lug this fucking thing.
Okay, that picture right there is just my general mood for this entire
Is it
situation.
the hand that goes through the back of the head?
Oh, that's perfect.
Alright, Nice.
Why do we keep doing this to you, Ram? I'm sorry. I'm
really,
not. This is
the
great.
whole matter is actually... The screen's actually fucking types up. My computer's being laggy.
Well, shit. Apparently, I murdered people while I was taking a nap.
It seems
You
like
had an enthusiastic sleepwalk.
You didn't even get hit. It was great.
It was
Doggy got a
admittedly, it
little
was
scratched
mostly
up.
Vaska.
I killed a lot of people.
It was fucking... You jibbed a lot of people. Death does not do it justice.
It was some quite serious overkill.
Can we leave Kislev before we actually get armies after us?
Yeah, let's go.
And the,
Yeah, I would love to get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's the main plan.
Alright,
Well,
we're walking
I
to
have to go
Ustjug.
somewhere. Yeah.
We are on the road now.
Yep. Since it is such a little simple trip, I'm not even going to have you make rolls, even with the cart. If you had gone for Belev, there might have been a danger of getting lost in the woods, and
Fair enough.
but yeah, guys can make it there. It's still going to take a day. You are going a little slower with how heavily laden you are, but
Makes sense.
it's fine, and you're going to arrive alive. Arriving alive is generally the superior choice.
It's just
Yeah.
leaving alive we need to worry about.
And I have something approaching faith in this ability to do so.
The town is much the same as when you were last here, so
so wait, is my tiny cult still here?
maybe. What's the plan now? All of you going in, or
Vaska
still
would prefer not to
leaving
go in.
Vaska to hide behind?
Yeah. If Vaska hides, that'd be great.
Yeah, I
Gunnar
think
will go.
me and
Gunnar
Boris
will
will,
go in.
me and Boris will guard the cart.
Also, probably me. I didn't make a lot of friends. But
Yeah,
if you
good.
would like me to follow along, I will do.
I'm very inconspicuous.
I mean, it would be best done by the sturdy dwarf, the no-nonsense, fuck chaos, sturdy-looking dwarf, the two people who actually speak the fucking language, and one of them being Gunnar, the only man with social skills in our entire fucking group.
And I also have Porter, so yeah.
I would like to point out I don't actually know the language of Kislev.
You don't, but those two do.
Okay.
You're just
Yeah.
there to look menacing.
Spook 'em. Do 'em a heckin' good spook.
Heckin' good.
Yeah, I could do that.
And maybe I'll also get a wide-brimmed hat.
Ooh, buy Vaska a hat. That'll make things easier.
No, I'm going to get her like a hood, or maybe a burqa.
I'm glad that I spent as much money as I did on like a good quality hoods and cloaks and masks and shit, just so that I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah, so people staying behind and people going in.
I will go back to eating my sandwich.
What kind of sandwich?
It is baby leaf salad, so mostly spinach and lettuce, and chicken nuggets that I crammed into some tiger bread with cheese.
Acceptable.
Go buy yourself some real food.
There's nothing wrong with salad and nugs, you heathen.
I
But
agree
not
with
when
that.
not when it construes a sandwich.
I don't see the issue.
I'm with Rem. Unless you have like a hot dog bun as your bread or something.
That'd be only
It
most.
would be very
acceptable.
American, I feel. No, it's tiger bread, but it's more like I didn't want the bread to go stale, and I didn't have sandwich filler except for the salad part, and no one eats just like baby leaves into tiger bread unless you're a psychopath or a vegan. Well, no, vegan wouldn't count. I think I use cheese.
I'm about to say vegan and psychopath are the same thing.
Yeah, I also thought that was the next step. Anyway,
So, drag the cart up to... Well, you know, you're leaving the cart behind for now? That was right, was it?
Oh god, do we have enough food and water for this trip?
Yes, you'll... It's only been, like, a 2-day little side jaunt so far, Ed.
I am beginning to tire of this country.
You and me both. Imagine, I was born here.
Yes, and everything we've run into now is like home. But in some cases better, in some cases worse.
What case would be worse than the North?
At least in the north, you get mostly what you ask for.
Mostly. I could say the same for this place. You get mostly what you ask for.
No, but usually it's completely upfront about what's being offered on the table.
You cannot exactly go around and say, hey, I want to trade in this warp cocaine. It's not something that would be smart to do. But I can see your point.
Okay, Merzendi, are we actually at the city that we're supposed to be trading at yet, or...?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's just, you know, you guys started talking to each other. Make your way up to the gate and present yourself to the guards. And you'll be able to get admittance without much difficulty, just another warning. Be careful. Look out for perverts and cross-dressers and all that freakery.
Do I need to mention the Marimba Cabaret again?
And yeah, I'll just wave you on through. So, now you're in here. Where are you going?
Well, what exactly do we have to trade?
You have this long... Do you have a handout?
Do I?
Oh, you guys didn't actually put the stuff on the party loot handout?
We have a party loot handout?
Oh my god.
For fuck's sake, Savin.
I just wrote it down in my inventory. Hold on, I'll just copy paste
Oh,
it.
you wrote it down. Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I'm sure you said you were writing it down, so I was like,
I
okay.
absolutely did. I just wrote it on my character sheet with all the rest of my loot.
Look, you're usually the one usually the one that deals with inventory. We expect certain standards.
Look, I didn't know we had a party inventory in this game. Leave me alone.
You're the one who originally asked for it.
Yeah, and
Haven't
then it didn't
forgotten.
appear immediately, so I forgot all about it. Don't fucking judge me.
Dude, I will judge you so hard the Inquisition will look good in comparison.
Also, I forgot we had money sat in it for doing things like getting resources and traveling. So, you know. But yeah, as for people to trade to, we just need to go to the guy who gave us this fucking job.
Sure, we can do that.
He is a trader himself. He was originally our contact, and he gave us the contact to the smuggler in the first place. So we go to this guy and be like, by the way, it turns out they were dealing the most awful shit in the world. It turned into a fight when he turned into a literal monster from hell.
Sure, most of the time when you just say mutants, everything just kind of slides smoothly.
Mutant doesn't.
He snorted how many pounds of warp?
He snorted 4 toughness bonuses worth of mutations, but one of the mutations was roll 3 more mutations.
So many mutations.
I will gradually mass this up while you're at it.
Thank you.
So yeah, you can head over to Vladimir Romanov's offices.
Sure.
Recognizing at least Gunnar, the doorman and secretaries will show you in, Lee Sharp, and
Yeah, I can't necessarily imagine that there's many 6-foot-plus redheads walking around Kislev.
it is an odd combination of traits. Certainly distinctive. Oh. Greetings. Did not expect to see a lot of you again so soon.
Yes, we had some difficulty with the smugglers, apparently. Though we do have some supplies, if you are willing to trade.
The point of running things through Boris is that he and the people that transport it, they transport it and sell it somewhere else. There's not much point running a smuggling racket when, it's not being smuggled.
Look, to be quite honest, things went down when we spoke with Boris. Things that are unpleasant, and if you have connections with them, you'll probably hear one story when it was very much another. We are just trying to. We are just, frankly, if you could buy this at cost. We are just trying to offload it, move on, clean our hands, because things happened.
I have a sense that you feel very seriously about this. But if you want me to buy all of this off of you, you're going to have to tell me a little bit more about these things that happened, because your demeanor makes me think I should be concerned, but I can tell I'm missing context here.
Boris was dealing with, let's just say, product of a northern persuasion. And tell me, are we alone in this room?
Yes.
And I can't even say this, he partook of a certain powder and turned into a monster.
Yes, when I understand why that might be why that might trouble you.
And some of his henchmen saw that we had to stop him, and they started to stop us, and the situation devolved.
Go ahead.
No, I was pretty much done saying what I was saying there.
I see, yes.
Also, they stole one of my companion's horses.
Well,
I'm aware horse thievery is a rather serious concern in this country.
It is indeed, yes. Though, slightly not the issue here. The issue is you're telling me you've killed some of my business contacts who also were apparently unrepentantly evil. So yes, I'll come and I'll take a look at these goods and can work out how to approach this issue.
It'd be most appreciated. I warned him about what that product was, but he did not listen. And yes.
Well, yeah. I'll pull out a purse and hand over a couple of gold coins. Go have some drinks with a tavern just at the corner. I'll meet you there in a few minutes. I will need to prepare for examining these goods. How many did you get, by the way?
How many boxes of product did we get?
All of it. A bunch of weapons, a shit ton of armor, 148 gold of high-quality trade goods, 25 gold of high-quality spirits. We've already taken away 5 gold's worth for the rest of the party to partake of, and 7 times 30 barrels of, 7 times barrels of best quality gunpowder, which goes for 30 each.
We have a significant amount of product.
I'm still mathsing up the armor and weapons bit, but it's looking like a lot, because that's how that goes.
I assume that you do not wish to know what it was in detail.
No, that would be unnecessary.
You'll be able to see for yourself soon.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Now, yes, we'll be going to that tavern. There are a few of the associates with the product outside of town, but it shouldn't be too difficult.
You guys literally have the cart with all the shit.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Fuck.
I thought you guys were
Oh, if
Yeah,
not, then
leaving it outside.
I thought you
okay.
guys
All
were
right,
right.
fair enough then.
It doesn't make that much of a difference. It's just... Yeah.
Yep. Man, Lance is 40 gold. Sick.
So...
Should we get the police or someone to be like, hey, oh yeah, there's still a shit ton of warp dust?
We need to go to the count for that. The longer it stays buried in an exploded ice castle underground, the better.
Yeah, okay, I imagine it would be much more difficult to get that.
I mean, I don't want to carry it. I don't
No.
want it anywhere near me.
No, I was totally going to dump this off of the first person, on the first reasonable person I come to, is my thought.
What's the cost for a snap house pistol? Span house?
Uh,
Where's your list? Let's have a look here. I don't know.
50 crowns.
Sick.
So, guys can head out, pop into the bar. It's a pretty normal tavern. It's not too outrageous. It's lots of Kislevites just sitting around drinking. But
I would like to find a place in the corner.
speaking of corners, going to just pan across the room and see one figure is detached from the rest of the patrons. DCL, why don't you go ahead and describe who we see?
Well, there is a tall, dark-skinned elf who normally would not stand out too much. He's got the usual elven features about him, except he's in leather armor, full leather armor, and he has a very thick slave collar around his neck. He's kind of a clash because he's so obviously a thief, yet his gear and equipment and his weapons are the quality of a seasoned warrior. And once he sees Gunnar, he will start walking up to him.
Gunnar will just put a hand on his knife.
Are you Gunnar Redmane?
Depends.
Depends on...
Why are you asking?
Because I am a slave sent to serve Gunnar Redmane. You seem to fit his description.
Who sent you?
What is your... who is... You have... I assume it's the Redmane clan, right? Is your family actually a big deal or just, like, nothing?
We are Tribe Bearslongsling's #1 slavers.
Yeah, so yeah, that fits. Your family sent me, after word of your exploits had reached back to the homeland.
I just totaled up the money. Sorry to distract you guys, but it totals to 1,401 gold coins.
Fucking what? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Hey, wait. Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Sir Redmane, do you realize your exploits have become rather legendary back in your hometown?
For the first time in a long time, you see an unguarded, easy smile come back to Gunnar's face that isn't involved in alcohol. Family.
Yes, they all speak very highly of you, along with the rest of your clan and people.
Gunnar's just gonna walk up, grab... How the fuck do you pronounce that name? Avenclad?
Yeah, Avenclad.
I'm just gonna call you Ave.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Gunnar's just gonna walk up, grab Abe by the chin, look on both sides of his face, and just look him up and down. They do know how to pick them. We don't often deal with elves, though.
I assure you, I assure you I am of the highest quality for the task. I had to fight in the pits before I was able to come.
Were you acquired on a raid?
Say that again?
Were you acquired on a raid?
Something of like that. To be honest, I have been in servitude so long that the nature of my acquirement has escaped me.
Interesting. Very well.
My mission is simple. I am supposed to help Gunnar Redmane, the Chaos Destroyer, killer of demons, help further spread his name and glory.
That sounds almost like Mother. She was always for me killing things.
Your mother is very proud of you. And I see the rest of the patrons here must be your party.
You can call them that.
What would you refer to me to call them?
This is Jolka, the dwarf, and this is Dr. Aisenyev. Someone else that I technically think I own.
Technically. A lot of things can be lost in technicalities.
I see. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you, Jolka. And I will go up and bow to Jolka, which just puts my face on her level, I assume, because Jolka's a small little dwarf.
Probably.
She's tall for a dwarf, at least.
Tall for a dwarf, at least.
Yeah, that is true. She is pretty close to max height.
And then I will bow to the doctor. Is this all you have in your companionship?
Oh no, I have others.
All right. I'll make introductions then. But know this. My life is yours, and you can do with me what you will.
That ass has been trained in the pits.
Several times. Vigorously.
Vigorously. I learned all about CQC, close quarters cuddling.
Oh my god. I will not disturb you from your drinks.
I mean, I would take 700 to get out of this fucking situation.
I will not
Do we
disturb
have a haggle roll amongst ourselves?
I do have haggle.
Give it a go later.
Yeah. I will not distract you further from your drink. Now that introductions have been made, I will stand on guard, waiting for your commands.
Very well.
And Avenclaw will walk away back to the corner of the room and remain standing.
Can you describe then how you're actually geared? Because people in the stream will have no idea what you're actually capable of, even though we've all heard it.
Leather armor. He's wearing full body leather armor in a warrior set. And you see he clearly is equipped with a rapier, main gunch, and a bow on his back. Elven make. He's made no attempts to hide the weapons on him.
By elven make, you mean like an elven bow?
A literal
it's
elf bow.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I just wanted to make that.
Oh, it took me so much work to get an elf bow. But Kithband Warrior is so fucking good.
It is. I'm sorry, but you recommended it to me.
I know. I mean, I don't regret recommending it. It was a really fucking good choice.
But yes, considering he's a slave, he is not allowed to sit down and join the merriment, so he'll just be waiting.
And some of those dope spurs that you put in the back of people's pants, so when they then lean back, it's actually being supported. It's like an invisible chair. I've seen it before at a beer festival, because of course that's the kind of crazy shit you see at a beer festival. I was like, you have chair pants. It's amazing.
Beer festival.
Yeah, beer festival.
So,
Jeez.
question. Do you want me to like roll haggle or?
Yes. After a little bit.
Does anyone else have haggle?
I do, 53.
I guess the worst person helped the better person with a +10. What is Gunnar's haggle? What has he learned in his polyglot? I guess like you're some kind of social savant if you're a polyglot at the same time, and you've learned this just by seeing wolf through wolf things.
I have a haggle of 59.
You got this. So with the
Hell.
doctor's help, it's a 69.
It's
Nice. Nice.
Sexy one. Healing.
You're not the right number.
Okay, not all of us can just like cut up gold crowns, just snort them like cocaine. I'm getting a haggle roll of 69. What more do you want from me?
90.
But I kill people. I don't need 90.
That's where you're wrong.
Every time I try to haggle, I can just feel the ghost of Wolf just staring at me.
Just pushing for more. You haven't talked
Do
him
better,
into
son. Do better.
You haven't talked him into selling off his daughter. More. There's still a short on his back. You have more to tackle for.
No. Last time Wolf went for push for more, we got involved in an assassination plot. So
See, that's just how good he is. He haggled us so well that we got into the Tsarina's bedroom.
Think about it like this. Wolf, yes, Gunnar can feel Wolf's ghost every time he tries to haggle. It's not that Wolf's dead, he just pays a wizard to get him to astral project.
Yeah, every couple of days, Wolf just, wants to check up on things.
He just throws money out a window and they can just astral project for like the next 3 hours.
So, about half an hour's gonna pass, and then the tavern door opens and Vladimir will step in. Is flanked by a couple of burly-looking men, probably to help move big boxes full of valuables.
Definitely. They're here to help us carry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vladimir. There you are.
Apologies that I had to leave you for so long. Just some things I needed to get in order.
Very well. Would you like to sit for a drink?
No, it's best to go and get this business finished. Where have you left your cart?
Oh, it is outside the city, right?
Yes.
correct.
Oh, it's
we're on the outskirts, probably like behind an outcropping, so we can't just be seen.
Oh, it's a ways away. If you Mhm.
I can't do some kind of perception check to see if they just want to take us out of the back and bash their skulls in, because the doctor is very paranoid about this.
He did turn down a drink. That's what has me nervous.
I was nervous before she turned down the drink. Alright?
To be fair,
You
you're
can go
always
ahead.
nervous about everything.
You have to think of it like this. He's a merchant. He probably doesn't want to be buttered up.
You were
Yes.
left merchant. Hey, what secrets does his penis tell you?
The doctor is just overcome with cocklust.
Oh, whoops! I've accidentally deleted one of my dudes.
Fetish gained. Plutomania.
But yes, give him a bit of a glance over, and the way he's looking at you, stance, and the fact that one of the strong young men, you catch a glimpse of a layer of mail under his jacket for a moment. It seems unlikely this is going to go as smoothly as you were hoping.
Gunnar will get up and motion to Aviclad. DCL.
What? Oh, yes. I'll walk back over.
Does Aviclad speak Norscan?
He should, but I don't have that. His backstory should have it, but
I think I'll be generous and let you just have it.
all right. Then I will walk over and say, Yes, sir, Redmayne.
And I'll be saying to him in Norskin, they'll be following us out to the goods. I wish for you to keep an eye on them.
Of course, Sir Redmayne.
And
Do you wish me to just simply watch them, or be ready for something?
potentially ready.
For combat?
To dance.
Always assume that combat's an option.
Of course, Sir Redmayne. I'll be ready.
And once again, in a Kislevite, yes, if you would accompany us, I will lead you. I'll lead you to the product.
Just give me 2 minutes. Well, I get something ready.
Oh boy.
I love that picture.
Okay. How can I subtly spread the panic?
Jolka is the one who is there, not me
Perfect,
and
Jolka.
Vaska.
You'll do.
What?
Hey, have armor.
So do I. That doesn't mean I intend to use it.
They do intend to use it, though. We just killed off one of their most profitable partners.
I
They're
mean,
taking us out the back and they're going to shoot us to death. I hope you have a plan for this, because it will come up. I'm calling it right
Kill
now.
them harder, I assume.
yeah, we're just gonna. Oh,
Win.
yeah.
I mean, fuck, we might be able to squeeze it out of them better than it cost at this rate.
How is that the plan?
It's a great plan.
How are you?
Honestly, if he tries to pull a no hard feelings kid and we kill all of his guards and be like, you're right, no hard feelings, that'll be 1,400 gold. You can keep the 1 crown change, fucko.
I think you people very much underestimate the kind of firepower a man of his stature could bring.
Unless it's magical, I'm fairly certain between the 3 of us.
Between the 3 of you, you can actually roll them over.
The
Sorry,
3 of you
4.
and
You've
then
got
also the
Avenclaw.
doctor.
Oh fuck, we got 4. We got a rake.
I just hope
Okay.
Yeah,
Merzendi
you actually have a literal kill duelist just like chilling out next to you.
I mean, none of you are aware of how good he is yet.
But it's, I mean, you still look the part, right?
He looks it, but he's very unassuming and quiet. Actually, let me see what his intimidate is, because he's got some fellowship.
Have you got it trained?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had to
fuck.
advance it. He's got a 50 intimidate.
That's, I mean, that's enough to look like a casual badass.
And
If
my
he wants
intimidate is a nice 65.
I
Damn.
don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Lucky man.
Yes.
And that's without full mastery yet.
Yes, I'm walking at least a little ways from the group. As to not like impede Gunnar. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye out on the strongman.
Sure, just couple more minutes.
Mr. Royanov.
Yes?
I'm assuming these men are for offloading and protection if necessary.
Yes. They're a couple of sons of my sister's cousin.
Hmm.
Yeah. Help out with his little things. Very convenient, to just have strong young men around.
Oh, I'm very aware. Question: am I bigger than these 2 Kislevite boys?
Yes.
I love their fucking stashes that go over their ears, by the way. That's a fucking look right there. Can you
Oh,
enlarge
yeah.
that token so I could just enjoy it a little bit more?
Sure, just give me a second.
They're pretty great.
Look at that man!
Oh my
His
God.
mustache goes back over his ear.
Okay,
That's
just
so
so I know,
fucking Russian. Oh my God.
I've seen people do that, and the amount of personal grooming that requires is obscene.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to, back in the day, grow a mustache out real long, it just goes very Wilford Brimley.
I was about to say, I can't really grow a beard yet, but I can grow a mighty mustache.
An angry mustache.
Oh no, this is, oh, I can never remember his name. It was, Magnum P. Hold on.
Can you grow the Roosevelt? The angriest mustache known to man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I could. Not gonna lie, if I let my mustache grow fully, it is full on. Full on. I can never remember his name. Fuck, what is his name? I can see him. The guy who played Magnum PI. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, yes.
My mustache.
I mean, the Magnum is a good look. If you happen to be in 80s pornography and are Polish and have come to fix someone's washing machine, but that's besides the point.
Okay.
It's getting
just-
Italian.
Come to fix your washing machine. Oh no! Burnt.
Okay. It's a very efficient mustache. It keeps my upper lip warm, and it's street.
You need to explain the greatness of facial hair.
How are
Facial
you
hair is-
with facial hair snippers?
You do, because some of us can grow facial hair.
That sounds
Well,
like a you problem rather than
That's
me
a
problem.
miserable existence.
It's very
Yeah.
much a you. It's very much a me problem. I would like to.
Well,
I'm at the
you
point
see,
where I like to grow a beard.
Look,
I
if I could
can't.
give you fuckers my overpoweringly strong follicles, I would. Lasers have not done much for the first visit, and I went in there just annoyed at having waited so long. I was essentially like, "Hey nurse, fuck me up real good, fam." I was like, set that thing to maximum and do it in one go, no breaks. I just want this done. And
Couldn't
to
do-
her credit, she did it.
You couldn't genocide them all in one go yet.
No, it's going to take like a lot of visits, and I can already feel stubble. I'm like, I was hoping maybe like an extra day before stubble, please.
Minus 20
Yeah.
view. Is that including the elf's great? Sorry.
Give yourself an extra, just like turn into a 10, dude.
Yeah.
If you've got keen vision.
Okay. I can.
See, I have perception trained, and I could get it actually pretty decent, but I don't. So
Let's see.
Oh my god, look at you go.
Oh, perception is a base skill. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have a 1 in 10 chance. Yeah. Okay.
Right, and then just Gunnar.
What am I doing?
Prescription, minus 20.
huh.
Alright, so... Okay, so Snips spent a fortune for a success, and... Yeah, that's gonna be... It's 2 successes, but no actual degrees. Takes a little while for you to be sure of it, but a bad feeling for a little while, and then you're a little bit before the just before you're reaching the corner to come back to the cart, maybe 50 meters more for you to reach your friends. Yeah. Evan and Dimitry are both able to spot and confirm there are a couple of people following you. Right? 4 or 5. Several of them appear to be in uniforms.
I will walk back over to Gunnar and say in not kiss like Norskin. There's the taste of battle in the air, Sir Redmayne. What would you have me do?
Remain calm for now. But stay aware. I'll see if I can talk about this.
Of course, Sir Redmayne.
Well, you guys are there speaking fucking Norskin. I think I forgot something in the back.
No, you're...
Vladimir, do you have more guests following us?
I definitely forgot something in the back. I have to go back. Bye-bye, guys.
No.
Nope.
Why would he want to go alone? That's like saying, I want to make myself easier to lynch.
Exactly.
I mean, you're physically gonna have to stumble over a dwarf, so she's actually physically holding you, like all of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Huh?
I didn't need that. I didn't need those cobra pieces anyways.
Ill.
Vladimir, I'm trying to be as honest with you as I can.
I know,
appreciate the
I
honesty in
know.
return.
Look, I believe you about what happened. That also makes me quite scared. And yes, I have some friends of mine who are here to keep an eye out, and if there's any more of this crazy, you know what, anything starts happening, anyone grows 100 tentacles out of their testicles, I want to have some people who I know slightly better than you. You're, I am sure, very competent, but I don't know you well enough to trust you with my life if something happens.
Can I perception him when he says that?
Yes. I will be making a test for him. I'll give you your difficulty. Okay, you're going to need to beat 3 degrees of success here.
Okay.
Reroll that shit.
I suppose I will.
Come on, dice. Don't play a sister like this. Oh.
But if I add a degree of success, will that count?
Yes, that will be sufficient.
Very well. I will do that.
Okay, being sufficient, you, yeah. I think you know that that's many different flavors of bullshit.
I'm gonna stop walking and just look to Vladimir. Do you assume this is going to be some sort of trap? Do you assume that I am like? Do you assume that I am every other Norskin that your people's witnessed? I don't appreciate walking into an ambush, my friend. I am trying to be as honest a trader as I can in this situation. And I expect that same honesty with whomever I deal with. Yes, what happened with your partner was unfortunate. I assure you, I am not intending to be ending up anything like what he became. Now, from this point forward, I will not show you anything. I will not walk you any closer. I will not show you where it is. You can send those men away. I do not intend to harm you. And the people around me will intend you no harm. We will show you the product. If you are pleased, we can talk business. And from there we can part ways. As easily as what we could be. I don't intend to kill any more people today. Mr. Vladimir, I'm extending some trust. Will you show me the same?
Look you over a couple more times. And would you like to roll charm?
Sure, I can try to roll charm.
What about intimidate? Would that be valid or not?
It could be. It depends as to what Gunnar wants to achieve. If he wants to actually try to establish trust, then charm. If he wants to, just scare the man into not trying to kill all of
You got enough for another try again, friendo?
Yes, I will re-roll.
How many fate points do you have? Jesus fuck.
He has so many. Dude, the session I nearly earned my third fate point as an elf is the same session I had to burn one to live. Oh god,
Ooh.
7 DOS.
Alright, fine. Fine. I'm also a little worried that you're just going to try to kill me. You're going... Look, let me lay out how this is from my perspective. You come in, foreigners, traders, mercenaries, doing jobs, you get sent my way. All that, it's looking good, it's looking fine. You're exactly the same type of people I'm used to working with. And now you're coming back, telling me my friend is dead, my business connection is burned, and you want me to pay you... It's going to be a ludicrous sum of money for my own bloody goods.
I suppose if you put it that way, it does seem a little bit odd, especially considering the situation and circumstances surrounding how we had to acquire these goods.
Yes, it is absurd that what has happened and...
If I show you the perfectly honest goods, will that start to help our little business relationship here?
Yes, let's just get there.
I do request that the men that you have following us, please ask them to stop.
Yeah. He'll give a nod to one of the strong men, and he'll jog back a bit to where the following party had been trying to conceal itself, say a few words, and then return to Vladimir's side. Oh, sir. They'll be stand there now.
Very well. Now we can continue on. I will give you one warning, though. I do own a wolf, so do not be alarmed.
Of
To be
course.
fair, that wolf is like high on morphine right now and taking a nap.
Just laying on the side of the car, leg kicking every now and then.
Probably like lying down with the cut side in the snow or something.
True.
Poor Rue. Well, I'll be damned, Vaska. Look over there. It's our friends, and it doesn't look like some kind of horrible ambush.
Amazing, they are not dead. You're lucky for us.
Yes.
Oscar will close her journal and tuck it back into her pack.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll settle my bow back over my shoulder instead of having it at the ready.
My friends. My business partner. Welcome to the goods.
This is the part where we just all point to Esva and be like, hey.
Yes, let's have a look. And a little bit of fast forward while he examines everything. Well, at least this is most of everything that Boris said. Is one barrel of gunpowder less than I expected.
Ah, that would be when the crazy bastards blew up the building that we were in an attempt to keep us from escaping and trapping us in with a bloodthirsty 8-armed demon that used to be a man.
It only had 7 arms.
Was it? Oh, 7. Alright. 7 arms. Probably like 12 dicks.
Penal arrangement aside, this is... See? I upheld my end of the deal.
Yes, alright. I'll point to one of the men. Bottle. From his pack he'll produce a bottle of kvass. Oh. Normally I'd want to do this, somewhere more comfortable, but best to just get this over and done with. Let's talk price.
Is this going to be the opposed haggle test?
Yes. So he's going to go in at a pretty low value, for you 600 crowns. I assume you're going to start at like 1500.
I'm going to start at 1600 and so I can get to give me some room to wiggle down. It's just the game that all merchants play. Wolf taught me that.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure how much over the actual list price you'd be starting at.
Alright, everybody, pile on the helps.
I guess if it's possible to help as well and pile on the group check. It'd probably not be worth a 10, but maybe a 5.
I think if everyone who doesn't have it trained groups together, that'll give you a further 10. I'll add that onto a regular assist. It'll be Gunnar rolling at a +20.
Good luck, dude.
See, this is very good, very new. Hasn't it even stabbed anyone in the past?
Or if it has, it was well cleaned afterwards.
I mean, come on, you paid for it once.
Obviously, you should pay for it again.
Obviously. I wouldn't actually say that.
Alright, here's hoping Merz just doesn't like butcher roll us.
I mean,
but she's too nice to do so.
Okay, so he gets 4 degrees, you get 2 degrees. I assume you're out of fortune at this point.
I have 1 left.
Would you like to reroll or buy a success, buy a degree better?
And what's the cost of failure? What's the cost of failure in this situation? Like, if he goes over the mark, do we lose out of what would otherwise be 700?
Well, we're going to be starting from the middle point, so 1100, and then each degree of success will be weighting it by like 5%, 5 or 10% in one direction.
Okay. It's all on you then, Rem. I ain't gonna make a suggestion, so I can't be wrong.
It's about even either way.
I suppose I can re-roll.
Good luck, dude.
Yep. Look.
Come on.
I really want to see like a 1 here.
I just want to be rich. It won't last, so...
Alright, I'm just gonna click on this. I'm not gonna look at it. Tell me whether it's gonna be good or not, okay?
Quick, everyone go, oh, even if it's amazing.
Oh.
Was that convincing enough?
Okay, so that's
dear
7.
sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
So...
This is the dumbest shit.
This is the dumb.
Hold on,
That was
guys.
too fun.
Can we just pan over to Wolf real quick? He's just doing shit in his house and he just pops a spontaneous boner and he has no idea why.
Yup.
Honey, my Jew boner came back. I don't know what's going on. It's been a busy day.
Oh my god, this is the dumbest.
Honey! That witch's potion works! I'm ready to go again.
You are twisting my arm, but fine. 1350. That's my final offer. I'm not going to let you make me pay more this time.
Very well.
These damn goods are going to bankrupt me. Right. Will you take a check?
We can pay those out in Kislev, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes, I am willing to accept check.
Then he will write out a full missive and banknote to the tune of 1,350 crowns.
Oh my god, we've done it. We're
Sick.
so rich.
This is the dumbest. Oh my god.
We're rich, bitch.
Oh my god.
I think with that, I'm gonna reward myself with another best quality weapon.
Yeah, I feel like you've earned it. Is that your climb towards champion?
And we can try.
I mean, we can absolutely spend this on a ride out of Kislev. In fact, I believe our plan after going to Kislev, telling the Count, by the way, there's a box full of evil to go deal with, is take a boat down to fucking Jolka quest so we can go chill out the Dwarf Hold for a little while.
It's not a Dwarf Hold for this stage of it. Well, you could go to a Dwarf Hold, Karak, but no, there's Runesmith in Chernigov. But
That is much closer.
It is a
And
lot
has
closer
less
than one of the Karaks.
Yes.
But we're gonna miss out on all the orcs, guys.
Oh no, what a shame.
Oh no.
Oh no, wait, come back.
I will say this. I didn't intend for that.
I know, but those rolls came in in a really good way. He was going to have 10 people just show up, try to take it, and just try to rob you blind. No, you not only talked him down, you negotiated and haggled him into the hole in the ground.
Thanks, Gunnar. You're the real MVP.
Oh my
This
god.
is, I imagine, why Wolf got so deep into haggle, just so you get to feel like this occasionally. Just like, oh yeah, baby, fucking make it rain.
I'm gonna be looking in the old armory books right now and seeing.
Just look for nice shit you want.
Well, first off, I know he's getting a nice hat.
Get some
Maybe
nice
one with-
soaps.
Oh yes,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
some,
some nice
and some nice soaps. Maybe a nice hat with a feather on it.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
The image of Gunnar with the hat with
The world's fanciest hat.
And Vladimir will... Oh. And one more thing. So, you mentioned that your friend's horse was stolen. Well, go and clap one of the strongmen on the shoulder. Go fetch it. We'll see if it is the right one. See. The bastard didn't tell me he stole it, he so told me he bought a new one.
Oh, shut up.
And I'm hoping, since we're sticking with the spirit of honesty, but if it does turn out not to be your friend's horse, you will tell me rather than running off with a new horse.
Great, of course.
Yeah, I give that word.
Of course, a horse, of course.
I didn't particularly pay too much attention to his horse, but I will try to be as honest as possible.
What's the speed of a horse?
Depends on the horse.
Its name is Rusha, and it is a sweet horse.
It is,
I believe it
it's
is named
like
after
that.
the donkey from Snippy's old place. It was a goat.
it was a mule.
A mule.
You get close enough.
I wasn't far off. It's his old Greek village mule.
Yeah.
If we're going to be talking horses, Bretonnians make the best war horses. Norskins make four-legged ATVs. Kislevites and Arabians. I guess that would be what.
Yeah, I
you
can't
want.
remember the fucking name all of a sudden.
Kislevites and Arabians make the fastest horses on the continent. They actually fight each other to determine who makes better horses.
Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck?
What?
I was trying to open up Warhammer Fantasy, and for some reason, I deleted it says I don't know how the fucking hell.
What, did you delete like the core rulebook or something?
Somehow, some way, apparently, because it said it's deleted now. And
Do you need a fresh link to get it?
I might. Wait, no, I
Alright.
put it in Dropbox. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Araby, yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I was like, I'm sure I knew the word wasn't technically Arabia. However, Arabian sounded still correct. That would explain it.
Well,
And about 20 minutes later, the strongman would return, and yes, he does indeed have Rusha.
Russia!
Nay.
Oh. It really is you.
Nay.
I feel like his crying is realistic enough that it is Rusha. Even like if it was a liar, like way to commit.
No, like the horse is even rolling his eyes, like, nay,
Oh, it's you again.
nay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Russia.
fucking storybook. Yeah. Alright. I am going to go back to the town. These two will... But... Can I buy the cart as well? Can you throw that in?
Sure.
Sure.
There was a person it was on loan from, but I think it's only like 10 silver more to pick it up the rest of the way.
Uh,
Don't worry about it.
She'll just shrug and place 10 silver coins in there. He got taken for a ride. If anyone asks, we don't know you and you don't know us.
Well, I might know you.
Come on, Gunnar.
What?
Subtlety. I'm sure no one wants to be in anyone's hair anymore.
yes. Well, goodbye. Please, please don't ever make me do business with you again. I will actually go bankrupt. I might honestly be going bankrupt now.
Pleasure working with you.
За свидания.
I will wait until they are completely out of sight before Esva will walk up like she's a little bit annoyed, and then pat Gunnar on the bicep. You did a good job. Well done.
With me.
Also, what the fuck? I thought that you were with him. Hello?
Hello.
We have elf.
My
now?
my family sent him to me as a present.
Your family? Alright. There's no chaos culty stuff glued to his tits anywhere, is there?
Pretty sure not.
I will
Okay.
do a magic sight test on him.
Okay. Make a roll.
Wow.
I might as well give it a fucking wing wang.
You find out
DCL, are you magic?
only in his ass cheeks.
Alright.
Vaska squints at him for a moment and then shrugs.
No,
I
not
sense-
actually. No magic.
I sense no magic on the elf. So,
same.
is he slave or?
Yes.
Oh,
It
I am a
worries
servant.
me that that is the first thing you were about to say.
I am a servant to Sir Maiden.
are you a slave or servant?
Is there
I
a
suppose
difference?
slave is the more accurate term.
House slaves kind of blend that line.
Vaska sort of like look at Gunnar for a long moment, expectantly.
His family are rich, famous, very successful slavers. Do they
Yeah.
at least get dental?
They graded. Well, let's see here. House slaves usually get treated better. They actually get table scrubs. Pit slaves, like what he claims to be, they actually get medical treatment when wounded, and occasionally they do get they also do get very very good meals occasionally, and considering the shine and the way he's holding himself, he might actually know a bit of etiquette.
The pit slaves are rewarded for their efforts in the ring. Victors get to have certain luxuries, such as I was awarded the luxury of serving Remiel.
Huh. I will swap to Elven. Do you still speak the tongue?
Yes, I'll still speak it. I will say back in Elven.
Esva will nod slowly and glance along. Where did you come from and who made your bow?
I'm not allowed to answer that.
Alright. Do you have a family that yet would still be honored to know you live? That message I can pass.
I am unable to answer that.
Understood. And then she'll swap back to Rikes. Alright, fair enough.
Oh, by the way, Esva, you don't
Yeah.
speak Kithalite, do you?
No, I don't speak Kislavite.
Do you happen to know how much money he offered me for all that?
I can understand numbers, at least, and I heard them being bandied about. Hence the patent, well done. Don't get too used to that, but yeah, I understood that was one hell of a fucking deal.
I'm fairly certain Wolf is rather erect right now.
Could you not?
It seems, on top of all your exploits, you are a rather fluent trader.
No. I just happen to know a guy who could probably call him the devil himself.
Not many would be able to disarm a situation without violence in that situation and come out with a profit. It seems strange that you would be rather humble about this.
Oh, this is not over.
Oh,
You can still get fucked over, I'm sure of it.
there can be a certain humility in some things. But is it humility or a bit of a quiet pride?
I suppose whatever it is best served to Sir Remiel.
I can get
Yeah.
used to the sir thing.
Huh.
You can see that Gunnar is honestly standing a little straighter every time he says that.
You're enjoying
Also,
this way too
C chat.
much.
Oh, I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
Yeah, Esva would be more and more shocked, but it's true. Slavery sure is illegal in the Reichland, but he's an elf and not a person. That's just
He's
the
not
kind of
in-
shit we had to put up with, sadly.
Indeed.
As
I mean,
in-
Vaska doesn't know
Mm.
how the laws work, so yeah,
It's
she's
true.
just
This
like
is true.
poking Gunnar. She assumes the
Yeah.
elf can't speak Kislev, so she's, she doesn't want to get his hopes up untowardly. And I think we can handle that in voice now that people are done talking.
Wait, what? Oh, the whole,
Slavery conversation.
Can I speak Kislev? I don't think I can.
That's
It's a lot of free languages otherwise, dude.
Yeah, no. I forget who gets Kislevs. Like Kislevites? Like, are those humans?
Kislevites
Wow,
are humans.
brutal.
They're from Kislev. They are Russians. So, they're at least half
it's
human.
Russian. It's Russian. Okay.
Yes. Kislev is the Russian language. It's the language that they were speaking all that trade in just now.
All right. Yeah, I don't see that.
you might have heard a lot of cheeky breakies.
Yeah, you heard a lot of Sukobliet.
Sukobliet. Anyway, how is it not a big deal to have slave? Is person.
It is big deal. Do you have any idea how expensive slaves are? It's joke.
Doctor.
Could
Hey,
I
what? It's joke.
could I roll Common Knowledge Empire?
You can, yeah.
In regards to how does the Empire view slavery? Holy God, that worked.
It is illegal. It also happens, and people care to various degrees about, depending on who it is. Part of elf racism is that sure, it's not technically legal to own an elf.
But no one cares.
Mm.
It's fine.
Gunnar,
It's
it is a
fine.
person.
No.
It's a
Well-
person, you say, as you don't talk to the language I can understand.
Again, she doesn't want to get your hopes up.
Yes, it is a person. But it's also property.
Well, make it an unproperty.
Why? It's a gift.
It is a more terrible gift.
No, it's a gift that lets me know that my family cares about me.
Do not make me start talking about chaos stuff.
No, please
Hey.
do not talk about sea stuff. Do not
Hey.
even say the word.
Exactly.
Don't mix it. Okay, they don't mix in that aspect. They don't really mix family and religion. That is a completely separate thing. Cultural.
If your grandfather is wanting to give you gift of terrible magic, do you accept this just because he loves you?
No, but this is different.
How?
How? Because I suppose you wouldn't really understand unless you came from Noska. Slavery is a way of life. He was born an elf, but he was bred for combat. He really wouldn't understand life any other way. And in this way, now that I own him, he would live a higher quality of life than he would otherwise.
It's much better than being out in the wild.
I mean, who would feed him? Who would clothe him?
He looks like he could handle himself quite well.
Oh yes, in a fight.
I'm sure he could get job as city guard or gladiator.
I'm fairly certain this will work perfectly fine for us. Do not worry. So he'll be switching back to Reich. Avenclad, are you happy to be with me?
I am happy to serve Sir Redmayne.
Gunnar just motions. See?
Of course he would say that. Fucking
Look,
it. It is not my place to tell you how to manage your affairs. But this is
Okay, just
horrible.
let you know, he is high quality. You can tell that. In Norska, he is about worth 2 of those horses. Maybe a horse and a goat.
Esva will glance over her shoulder. Actually, Gunnar has apparently been a pit fighter for about 30 years, probably thrice a horse.
Oh, exactly.
Not that that's right, mind you, but yeah.
Also,
Just comparing a person to a
he's
horse.
a very experienced fighter. He's worth even more.
I'll glance at Vaska. We're in Kislev. Everyone is worth less than a horse here.
I have accepted this already.
So,
My
we'll be moving on.
My value is whatever Sir Redmayne decides to that.
See, he even agrees with me.
Vaska's face palms. This makes me uncomfortable, but fuck it. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just go
Excellent.
get big pile of goldens and leave this fucking country forever.
We've got to
All
stop
right.
off in, I've already forgot the name of it, for Jolka's runesmithing.
And
But then after that, we're all Chernigov. For Chernobyl.
I was about to say, I don't know if that was a joke or an actual city.
No, it's actually called Chernigov.
We're just literally in Russia.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to jump back to the map again so you can see the very Russian names?
Would you like to go meet the Tsarina of this country?
Okay, no, you're right. I should have kicked up on the context clues a long time ago. I thought we were just making jokes.
Why is there a
we
big
are
box
we are
over
right outside a place called
Slur?
Ustyug. We are between Belev, Muron, Beluzero, and Dubna. We need to take a river trip past Selkov, Suzdal to arrive in the capital of the country Kislev, named Kislev.
This is
Go to the
extremely
capital
Russian.
of Ross, named Ross.
Yeah.
See, for once, it is nice that I have something or someone that fully agrees with me.
If we are to start traveling, do you wish me to carry your luggage, sir?
Gunnar looks around, sees that his only luggage is a sling bag.
Come on, carrying heavy things is good for you, Gunnar.
I'm also skilled in weapon maintenance of all various types.
Oh, he is just wonderful.
Okay.
I hope we
Easy
do not
there
have to
before you
listen
go
to you
coming
two
up to
fucking
him.
night.
So, I know this might be a very insensitive question, but do you only take orders from Gunnar?
As all of you
Doctor.
are his
Hey, what?
As all of
This
you are
is-
your party mates, I would have some degree of responsibility to you all, unless Sir Redmayne would to say otherwise.
Of course, that makes sense. Where was Mortkanat destroyed? Is that that's way off?
Those the little grey crosses Savin was asking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, granddad or great granddad, I'm not quite sure. Pretty much just wreathed the swath of holy shit down through this area and just murdered everything. And those 3 places that are crosses were entire cities that he razed to the ground, and they haven't built back up yet.
Nice.
Haven't they built up Osil? That's like right there.
Yes, but Castle von Raukov is a ruin overlooking it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he smashed Castle von Raukov to the ground.
Well, at least it's in amongst the forest. I sure as fuck miss it. And also rain. Rain that doesn't hurt.
You mean rain that is liquid instead of being solid?
Correct. So far, all it does here is rain soft ice or hard ice. I'm sick of it.
What?
You cannot afford to be picky. Well,
It's
take
rain
the
time.
rain
I
if
didn't
you
grow
like
up
it.
here. Yes, I can. I can choose not to be here. Fuck your country. It sucks.
Aw.
You're all trying not to be here. Now let us go before. She'll just like side eye Gunnar and the slave and just make a disgusted noise. Yeah.
It's faithful.
Yeah, Esva's old enough to be jaded.
If necessary, I can hunt for wolves so that you may have a coat, Esva.
A coat for me? No, I'm fine. I'm quite well attired.
Do not listen to him, poor Boros.
Whoa.
Sleepy, dragged up dog is like.
Oh boy, you gave him too much of that stuff.
Too much of that stuff. You know, gin.
What did you do to my dog?
He got cut in that fight.
You got hurt.
Oh, yes, he did, didn't he?
Mm. Poor pupper.
Stitched him up. And that is all. I don't know why is everyone looking at me like this.
No, it's fine.
Why do I smell?
So, Merz, my dear, are we able to fast track booping our way into Kislev for a little bit of shopping?
Well, for the most part, are you going to go back to Ustyug, try to arrange a boat? Or
I
what?
think at this point, what do you think, guys? Back into Ustyug, or do we say fuck this place, track it to Belev, and then boat our way down?
I would say we should boat to Belev.
Walk to Belev, you mean? And then
Yes,
boat from there?
and then boat to Kislev. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it seems like the way to go. It's a longer journey now, but in Ustyug, they kind of think that we're walking around with the Antichrist, and that news has traveled on the river.
So we need to go to a
I
different
wanted to
river.
kill a lynch mob.
Oh, now you want to kill things.
Oh god.
I'm not proud, but I'm still proud.
Okay, so just give me a second, because you are travelling on foot through Kislev. There
Isn't
are
it just the
special
plains of
rules
Yes.
for that.
Is
Do
it
I-
the devil?
Kislev that suck?
Do
Or
I
the
perhaps
forests
help
of
our
Kislev?
chances of success by virtue of being an ice witch?
You help your chances of surviving by being an item switch.
Well, that's all that really matters, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like we need to make outdoor survivor rolls.
Sort
Yeah.
of. But yeah, is it plains?
The
of
harder
Kislev?
ones
This-
are
yeah,
just
this is
the
so much
plains.
worse.
You're
Oh,
still
okay.
going to have to at least be making navigations.
Okay.
And-
Wait, what I do?
We got to walk through Kislev and make tests. We're not taking the
It's-
plains, so we won't go like fucking insane on the journey.
There's variety and things to look at, and
look.
and not just the overwhelming, sweeping, crushing snow and doom and despair. Just give up and die.
But that is my favorite part of the country.
Oh, look, a tree. Oh, look, another tree. Oh, look, another tree.
Oh look, the snow's
Fucking-
we're so ready to survive, you guys.
I mean, I hadn't even told you guys what to roll yet.
Oh.
Too late.
I heard navigation. So I rolled navigation.
Oh
I spy
no,
with-
Doctor eats a weird mushroom.
Ooh, what's this?
Dun dun dun
Dr. fucking
dun
Wood.
dun 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 dun.
Okay. So, yeah, I will need some navigation checks. So let's start with that. Jolka is choosing to reroll her failure. Before she does, would anyone like to, throw on any assistance or so on?
There any?
I'm not trained in navigation, sadly.
I am trained in navigation.
Is yours higher than mine?
Yes.
Alright, so is there a way for me to assist?
Yes, you can just assist.
Yeah, I'll probably
Oh
just-
my god, are you serious?
Oh, and we're tapped for the day.
I mean, can we just say it's like the next day or something? Or?
That's a critical
No.
failure, bro.
Yeah. Alright.
No.
Okay, so you get to about here.
And then we get somewhere over
And
here.
you don't actually know where here is. You're entirely certain that you're going in the right direction until that classic scene plays out. Where, Gunnar stops, looks at a tree, realizes this is the exact same tree he saw an hour ago.
We're next to the river. How did we get back here?
I believe it is when we decided to circle around back.
Well, fuck.
You could have sent something earlier.
I assume it was within Sir Redmayne's plan.
Can we see Ustjog from the river?
You can't from here, but if you just go up
Yeah.
that ridge over there.
Yeah. Alright, so new change of plans, everyone. It looks like we're walking to Murren.
That sounds fine. At least the weather is nice. Hmm?
Weather is never nice.
Yeah,
though.
it's true. At least the weather is nice.
As it's starts snowing.
Vaska's
just smiling.
Now, everyone, I need to give me a toughness test. Those of you that have any cold weather gear will get a +10 on this.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Do I have to keep an 98?
Yay!
You didn't roll a toughness, you rolled an outdoor survival.
Oof.
Do I get
I'm
an
on-
ice
This
switch
is-
bonus?
Yes, you will have a further +10. Also, if you have any spells,
You hit the plus symbol twice. So it should be 63, but that's bad.
I'm gonna spend a fate to re-roll that.
It's a good thing I don't have to do the math because I know I fail.
I have
just
spells that
know
make
it.
it colder. Does that help?
Thank you. Please give me
Jesus
one of
fucking
those.
Christ.
Oh my god.
See, the weather is nice. I don't know what you are
I feel like-
complaining about.
The only one who failed.
No, the doctor also failed pretty tragically.
so
Thing about
Two crit
those
fails.
You know what? No, can I spend another? Wait, can you spend more than one fate point?
Not to
No.
re-roll twice. You can add 10 after re-rolling, but a crit fail's a crit fail.
Ah, my fucking god. Why do you hate me, Roll20? I didn't even do anything yet.
You haven't had a chance to fuck up, and the dice is already trying to bush crucify you.
so-
Jesus fucking Christ, dice.
But
Toughness.
I need a toughness test. I presume you're wearing somewhat heavy gear. You'll have a so you'll have a +10 on that. Okay, and I need one from Rusha and Boros, please.
Oh
I
no!
think.
will not have Russia.
Oh, did I never give you a character sheet for her?
Fine, she succeeds. She's a tough girl.
Is there anything I can do to help the horse, or not the horse, the wolf?
Wolf is fine.
Okay.
The wolf's a wolf. It shouldn't even need to make a roll.
I'm an ice witch, but I fucking have to make a roll.
Oh, yeah, do not mind the doctor. The doctor is fine. Oh, poor puppy.
Yeah, basically.
So,
Oh, my
everyone succeeded except for Avon, who crit failed. DCL, be a doll and roll me 1d5, would you?
Oh boy. So many toes you lose.
Of course it's high.
Okay, I have bad news for you. That's 4 wounds, but just ignore your toughness bonus and your armor, as it is just too cold for you.
Shouldn't you be wearing more clothing?
I did add the +10 from more clothing.
Oh, God.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to have fun.
No.
But, you know, it's fine. Also, everyone mark off a ration, and
Hey,
now
that
it's
reminds
the
me.
next.
Yeah, I'll split mine with you. And considering
Well,
I did
I-
those outdoor survival tests, we can create food with that.
Yeah, I asked the people going into town to pick me up some rations. Did they actually do that? Or did they just forget?
They never mentioned it to me.
Fuck.
So,
We left
Alright.
without food. Great.
It's
Oh
fine.
god, we're retarded. Okay.
Alright, I will go from 18 to 16 days of rations and feed Vaska.
Thank you, Esva.
I
It's
will.
fine.
Can I survive on vodka?
We're not that
Food,
rushed.
taking food?
Also, I have 5 degrees of success on my outdoor survival. Can I just find food and shit? Just go magic missile a deer or something?
I'm not gonna let you get a full deer because, good lord,
That'd be a rabbit.
that's so much
Food.
meat.
Yeah, a couple
But
rabbits.
yeah, you can get a brace of hares.
To show that I am a benevolent ruler, I am giving Ava, whatever.
Avenclad.
Avenglad.
Just to show that I'm such a good owner, I'll give I forgot your name this thing.
My old cloak. That has some holes in it and some rather suspicious stains.
I really
Oh,
hope
good,
those
you're
suspicious
giving
stains
him
are
your
blood,
fat
not
rag.
jizz.
Oh,
I'll quirk a brow and say, as a slave, my well-being is not usually your concern. This cold is not enough to affect me in any noticeable way.
Shut up, boy. You're freezing to death.
Master gives Dobby sock.
It's simply been a bad night. The cold winds of Northern were much stronger than this.
Yes. Never mind my fingers and toes falling off. That is
Did,
that
did,
is an illusion.
He's
Did
got
Avon-
like an ice mustache and a running nose.
does Avenclad actually put on the cloak?
I mean, if I'm ordered to.
You consider yourself ordered.
Put it on, you're making me look bad.
I put on the cloak.
Thank
It
you.
smells like murder.
So, what's the rules for healing per day again?
One,
uh,
less treated.
1, or you can rub the doctor on it and he'll be able to give you a D10. Also, when you are sleeping, if any of you are sleeping together, that will remove the need to make tests overnight.
I feel like you.
It doesn't have to be the strenuous sort of sleeping together, but,
It's more or less the dog pile of warmth.
Yes.
yes.
I'm gonna assume Doctor and Rusha,
Yes.
Gunnar and Boros, and then I have no idea about the rest of us.
Just make an elf pile.
Can I also pile onto Boros?
Rude.
That seems like a good idea.
He's
Nope.
a giant wolf. He's big enough for 2.
Is the toughness test for just not sleeping so I can keep a fire going harder than the toughness test for getting sick from the cold? Because I think a night of insomnia is more efficient.
Oh my god, my mother is yelling at the dog because she keeps pulling out toys, despite the fact that there's already like 12 on the floor.
They are
She
dumb
had-
children.
She has a toy box, but She doesn't care about it, like the stuff that's on the floor. She just wants what's in the toy box.
So just dump out the toy box and then leave it.
But then it's just everywhere.
Shush you.
Yeah, I'm gonna curl up with Rusha and the doctor.
Oh, how nice someone decided to join us. I hope you do not mind, please.
I feel
Yeah,
sorry
it
for
is
Rusha.
just the two elves that need to work out.
Who's on top
are you
and
going
who's
to
on
force
bottom?
yourselves? Or that, or if you're going to force yourselves to stay awake and huddle next to the fire, or you're gonna risk sleeping with just yourselves in blankets.
What's the penalty for insomnia?
It'll be a -10 toughness test for the first night. Each night it'll get increasingly harder, and for every failure, well, when you fail, you won't take wounds, but you'll take a penalty to all tests on the next day.
I'd rather just take the wounds.
I hate getting sick. I don't know.
I'll keep a watch and then I'll go to sleep, I guess, next to the fire.
Yes, you watch first and pick someone else up to do the watch, and etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to
Then
lie down by the fire and just fuck it. I will sleep. I will take the watch after Avaclad.
Then you two each give me a +30 toughness test.
Oh, great. Can't wait to... Okay, thank fucking God.
Yay, I win! Look, we're elves. We're used to this shit. We're very grouchy and solo.
So, the night will pass, you get cold, you get frosty, but none of you get any worse. Morning rolls around. Avon, are you going to admit to, having gotten a little excessively cold and ask the doctor for assistance, or are you going to take the natural healing?
Take the natural healing.
Okay, you don't actually get the natural healing until you sleep in a good bed.
Oh my God.
I like that was a leading question. Waiting to hear if DCL would just be a tough nut and then be like, by the way though, until you stop sleeping rough in the miserable cold, it's not getting better.
Alright, I'm reading the chat log. Yes, Valdent, I would say that Avenclad falls into both strong and healthy, so yes, he would be a good price.
I mean, do I get a health pack due to like 7 degrees of toughness success? Or do I just have to...
Well, that's a fair argument. You'll be able to get 1 wound back.
Alright.
And then you can lose 4 more.
Or we can do magic, you guys. It'll be so fun. Let's do magic.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's the next day. You're switching course for Muron. That is how far away? That is 35 miles.
Steve, Valden seems to get the entire slave owner mentality.
So, I need another navigation check.
Come on, guys. At least we got a fresh day's fate, right?
Yeah. Alright. Should I roll separately instead of relying on Gunnar?
I think...
Yeah, let's have you
only
two
want
roll
one
separate.
roll.
Oh.
Only one roll happens. So.
Alright, I'll try again.
Alright, I'm assisting.
Oh, there's my navigation.
Alright. You're able to actually follow the course of the sun, make some clever marks on trees to make sure you, even when you do have to go back a bit, you only go back once, you never get in a situation where you're walking in circles again, and you're going to make it most of the way there when night starts setting in. You could probably press on and arrive tonight, or you can camp out and not risk exhaustion.
Vaska's all for camping out.
I say
He
we
just wants
I
more
say,
Gunnar chest time.
Yes.
I say we can push on Burn.
Yeah, I'm happy to keep on walking.
I'm
Are
incredibly
you
lazy,
sure?
but
It
I'm
gets
also
dangerous
Yeah,
at night.
I'm pretty sure Vaska just wants to sleep on Gunnar's chest because it sounds like the bass drum of Seven Nation Army.
I mean,
And there is something I do probably owe you guys a suggestion. Even if you do get there tonight, it is not guaranteed that the town would be open.
Yeah.
Very
Fair
good
point.
point.
All
I
right.
mean, what tavern isn't 24 hours if it has a tavern?
the town itself.
town.
Oh,
Just close, lock up the gates overnight. That's pretty normal. You might be able to get in with a bribe, but well, actually, I say that you guys have enough money to buy a fucking castle.
We don't, because we haven't got it until we get to Kislev.
This is true.
So let us just camp out here for another night. And we'll
Oh,
drive
very
in town
well.
bright and early.
Very well. Tell me, would anyone like to hear a story tonight?
Oh boy, yes. Story time with Gunnar.
Before you do story time, I would like the daily toughness rolls, if it's all the same.
There's even one required after navigating
Mm-hmm.
successfully.
does Gunnar's cloak give me any more bonus?
I'll give an extra 5 for you, so you'll be at
Oh
Plus
my
15, I
god,
believe.
roll 20.
I'm gonna reroll.
I'm gonna reroll.
I'm gonna re-roll that too because
Thank fuck.
I'm gonna buy success.
Thank you.
I'm gonna fail. The second roll is for Rusha.
Okay, you don't want to spend a fortune to reroll? Or just buy a success? You could just buy a success.
Did they get them back by now?
Yeah, we
Yes,
get them
it's
back
the
every
next
time we
day.
sleep.
But that would be unsporty of me. I have to freeze to death.
It takes a long time to freeze to death, but
I'll start
Putting
working on
real
it.
meaning to picking a hill to die on right there.
Jesus.
I want to freeze. The elf is doing it. It seems like fun.
okay. So, is that just Dimitry failing then?
Oh no,
Why?
what would ever do?
Oh, you didn't crit fail. You only lost 1.
I lost one entire hit point regardless.
I mean, it's like you chose to crit fail. You're like actually dressing less on purpose for this fucking journey by this point. You're like literally, you're like, I could tough through this, and then you're like, nah. I could just take the one where, nah. Let's pretend I was strutting around shirtless. 1d5,
That's-
still only 1. Not a problem.
that's probably a
Some
fairly
shitty
common.
bits.
That's probably a fairly common thing in Kislev and Merzendi.
I know,
Maybe
right?
he's just drinking his way through the walk.
So, yeah, in that case, yeah. Do you guys want to do story time? Go ahead.
I will be back now to fetch a fresh drink. Carry on.
What aspect of northern life would you like to know about this time? Maybe our relationship to the animals, the various creatures that live up there.
I
Some
want
of
to hear
sporting
about
events.
the life of slaves in North.
Yes, I have a Bioware style story wheel.
So, which conversation options do I need to pick to get the little heart icon to show up?
You're still too early in the game for that.
You need to boost relationship.
You need a bad idea.
You've reached the bare minimum for clothes sleep together in the wilds. But okay, slave life. I don't particularly know what the story is with most slaves in the other tribes, but I can at least tell you how we did it. It greatly depended on the quality of the slave, where they were gotten, and what they could do. Most unskilled slaves were the absolute lowest tier. Those who usually weak, mostly defenseless, and they worked the fields for what little amount of time they could work. And they did sleep in hovels out. They did sleep in hovels primarily out in the cold, and it was unfortunate that occasionally, from time to time, that they'd fight each other for said hovels because they could only fit like 2 or 3 people per building.
That's
But
horrible.
Then pray you do not get captured by Norskins.
oh, that was only for the particularly untalented. Most people have some sort of talent. Take Havenglad here. He's a warrior and warrior trained. He'd be treated slightly better. They'd be kept with other warriors, and they'd be fighting the pit. Then you have skilled slaves they would be allowed to assist in various trades, but they would never be able to do the trade themselves. Then you have house slaves who were too nice or too delicate to be able to work the fields, but are otherwise untrained, so that they'd be essentially just kept around the building to do a variety of tasks, whether it's cleaning, do some base cooking, though there'd always be some kind of housecarl to keep an eye on them even doing that. Clothing, laundry, etc. And yes, they did work outside in the cold, but oftentimes we would provide a lather made of a variety of walrus fats and other forms of tallow to spread across the skin. Smells terrible. Helps protect against the cold. What else? What else to mention?
Gunnar,
Yes.
question. What if your people captured someone that they knew had magic and knew how to use it?
Depends.
Well,
Often.
let's say Fire Wizard is an example. Shoots fire at people.
Oh, the Vitki would lay claim to them immediately. They wouldn't even pass through my family's hands.
Who can I even know what Vidki is?
It's the tribal sorcerer.
Ah!
There are certain rules and mores of Norskin life, but the Vitki is above and exempt from all of those. If a Vitki just simply says that they want a particular slave to die, that slave is killed. They are above and beyond most social mores and rules. For they are the mages and they are the seers. And they tell how things will come. Some openly worshipped chaos, some only respected them for what they were.
Absolutely horrifying.
And you may assume that because we have slavers that it's a particularly heinous act. It's not always. It's simply the way of Norskin life. That it's manpower. And if you think that we would mistreat them on purpose, no. We would not mistreat them on purpose because, frankly, you'd get lesser work, and if they're unhealthy, they wouldn't be able to do what was necessary of them.
So you are a very pragmatic people.
For the most part, yes.
Still.
Any other questions about that?
No, I think I have a very good idea of how things work.
If it makes you feel better, Doctor, you'd be particularly valuable.
Yes and no. I would at least not have to live in a hovel.
May I speak openly, Sir Redmayne?
Oh, very well, if you so please.
To answer directly young Vaska's quandary, My experience as a slave is not reflective of the usual whole. I was seen as having a certain talent of sort, and too useless for field work or farm or house servantry. So, I was tested in ways of combat, as is ritual for the Norskins. When I succeeded, I was shown to have value, and was trained to be such. I had not been traded off or sold, per se, as I became to fetch a rather high price, and the family was waiting for the proper occasion to sell me off. When word of Sir Redmayne's exploits had reached, it was decided that I should go and serve to help make sure that he's able to continue whatever he's doing that is bringing him so much honor and fame.
An interesting way to put it, at least.
Yet do you not wish you were free?
Free.
Not a slave.
I
Don't be putting such ideas in his head.
would have no concept of what it means to be free. As far as my memory goes, I have been a slave. It's my duty to serve. If you were to ask whatever desires I would have, it would be that my skills in combat come use to Sir Redmayne.
I do not understand you, but very well. If it is what you desire, then...
Okay, Vaska, we'll turn it around. How does Kislev handle menial labor? Those who tend the fields, those who clean up the streets, those who move garbage or bodies from one place to another.
Most are serfs, but those who do not till the land are at least paid for their work.
And we do pay for them for their work, but not directly. The slaves that we have, especially the field slaves, we don't keep them there. We don't brand them, or, well, we do some light marking. But we don't keep them there against their will. They are free to go wherever and whenever they so please. The only problem is, we keep them and we put them to work. If they simply walk off, they will die.
You say this as there is a big fuck off collar on Avenclad's neck.
In the north, yes, they could die, but if you just let them loose in the Empire or something, which of course you would never do. That would be a horrible misuse of manpower.
I remember my father had to work with this one slave that came through. He was a former warrior. I believe we acquired him on a raid. The only problem was his sword arm was cut off, and he wouldn't be able to sell well as a warrior now, but he was good for general purpose. And after we sealed off and tarred the stump, he was put to work out in the fields, and he did try to start fights from every now and then. We had to stop it, but he was free to go whenever he pleased. And
what madness is this? He is free to go whenever he pleases. After you bring him to the north. Oh, well, yes, of course. He's free to go and just die.
He was acquired on a raid.
Well, have you ever thought perhaps not to do that? Not to just take people for no reason and just say, oh, no, it's perfectly fine. They can just leave whenever they want. Ha ha ha, we're so great.
And have a lack of manpower.
Yeah, perhaps instead of warring, you could farm.
Vaska, look around you. You see how cold this is? Now imagine it 10 times colder and having it be like this all the year. I do not think farming is an option for the northern people.
And my family was lucky. We had some tillable land because, believe it or not, try something. Their property, our territory is fairly far south in Norska, so we do have some tillable land. But this one, he had no sword arm. So, and his other arm, he mostly just swung a plow, and he was fairly good. One day, he just simply said to one of my cousins who was watching out for them, "I wish to leave." And at that point, the cousin just simply waved him off. And that was that. Though, oddly, that was the last time we ever saw him alive. A few weeks later, we were going out in a hunting party, and we found the enclave of what was formerly some beastmen, and we, of course, found his collar, and we retrieved it. He might not like it, you might not respect it, but compared to what we do, the alternatives in Norska are far worse. We offer safety. And most of the time, captured prisoners of war are killed immediately or sacrificed. The ones that we take, we put to work.
Vaska's just staring at you, dumbfounded. How can you believe the things coming out of your mouth?
It is just simply a way of life.
Gunnar, slavery is not bad, I swear. Well, Red Clean. I keep wanting to say a Red Cliff, but it's Red Main.
Vaska just rolls her eyes and leans back against Boros. Forget I asked.
If it does make you feel better, the slaves that were ill were wounded. If it was severe enough that it would not heal on its own or be treated on its own, we would care for them.
I thought you meant the same put them down. I was going to be like, yeah, it's not helping.
That's still not helping, Gunnar. When they are put in position by you in the first place, you do not seem good for fixing problem you caused.
I see that you do not approve of our way of life.
No.
Understandable.
So how about another drink?
Yes.
Hey, another bottle of vodka gone.
I'm going to take a walk.
To have fun.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I might switch. It is fine.
The
Don't
night
forget.
the night can be rather dangerous. If you want, I will accompany you from a distance.
No, that's quite alright. Vaska will just pick up her spear and head a short ways out of camp. Just stretch her legs. Try and cool off a bit.
Sir Rentmain, young Vaska seems rather displeased about my current situation. She doesn't seem to understand.
It's because people south from Norska don't really believe in the practice of slavery. They view it as low and barbaric.
Is there anything I can do to appease her mind?
Unfortunately, no.
Very well then. Story time's ended. Time to go to bed. Make our toughness test, or did we already?
Test time, yeah.
We already did those.
No, you did the
No, we did the
during the daytime one.
travel.
Oh.
This is the, does your dick freeze off while you're asleep test. Which, I think only the two elves need to do unless they're going to finally sleep together.
Nope, and I'm gonna reroll because fuck.
Vaska will not be sleeping in the Boros pile tonight.
If I buy for 6 successes, can I heal another wound?
Sure. And yeah. I do hope you gave yourself another +10 for ice witchiness.
No, but
That does still apply. Fair enough.
I'm the only one, well, besides the doctor, who only took a hit point.
Freezing to death is so much fun. Everyone should do it.
So then, what is probably the last day of travel rolls around, you'll refresh your fate, and
Okay.
let's see
Please.
this last navigation.
I just want to go to Kislev and do some shopping, you guys. I want to tool up so we can go find the dwarf quest.
One more navigate roll, you said?
Yeah, with a +10 from Jolka. Sweet fuck, we're free. Oh my god, at last.
You escape the Forest of Spirits, and around noon are able to roll into Murum.
Forest of Spirits, does that mean just bottles of booze just grow from the trees?
Yeah, they mean that kind of spirits. Glorious vodka tree.
Vodka does not grow on
It's
trees. Vodka grows on ground.
It grows on bears.
Yes.
a small Kislevite settlement, but fairly out of the way. Especially since you've come out of the woods, people are giving you side eyes and keeping their distance, but no one's outright hostile.
That's fair.
So what are you going to do to change that? Because I know you guys well enough that it's going to happen.
No, I feel like we've done enough high profile shit. I think we just want to get purchased into Kislev and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, let's measure the oh, actually, no, it's about the same distance as it was to Ustjuk, so... I believe that came to, like, 13 pieces of silver each.
Okay. We still have money left over just, like, in the party loot afloat. I'll divide that out if you want.
Was it 15 silver each, you said?
13 silver each, which is 78 silver now that we're a party of 6, which is... let's just do some division. 78 minus 52, just to get that silver out of our party loot. So that is 2 crowns. We'll call it 3 actually, because I can't do that much division, I suppose. We'd have change anyway. Alright, so we're at 13 gold and 4 silver in our party loot.
So what does that end up for each of us individually?
We're paid. We're done. We had just like floating cash in our party loot that's not been divided, and I was like, fuck it, that's our travel money then.
You guys!
What?
You're gonna get there on the day!
On the day?
of the baby?
Behind this tug,
Oh.
Oh.
Behind this dog.
you're going to... Yes!
Halloween.
Oh.
The day when
That's a problem.
Why is that a problem?
both moons are full in the sky.
Oh, fuck, I did
I
not
don't
know that.
understand.
You will see soon enough.
Like, we're gonna be in town. It's not like we're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, we want to stay indoors tonight.
Which town, Miron or Kislev?
No, Kislev.
You will arrive in Kislev.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I so once again, I don't see the problem.
You will.
We'll stay indoors.
Oh,
This is
okay.
gonna be cool.
So, also, you know, someone buy Vaska food before she
Yes,
I mean, I can buy
eats
myself food
herself
now that
and
we're in
Esva to
town.
death.
Yeah, we're
Voska
in
will be
town, we
getting
can do it.
Vaska's getting food. I'm getting a wide-brimmed hat.
You can get the hat in the capital, but food is slightly more pressing for reasons of
Okay, yes,
survival.
get food.
Was it per day of rations? I've already forgotten.
Let's
I
find
say,
out.
and I've got it
God,
literally
guys.
open next to me, so don't worry about it.
Okay, how much is a cloak?
Give me a moment, and I'll get around to that for you. I literally have all the books open, but I'm looking at food right now, which is much more important. That's
It's
the code.
10 pence for average food per day.
And a common quality cloak is 5 gold crowns.
I buy Avi a slightly less shit cloak to get Vaska off my back.
Like that.
So is it gonna be common quality, good quality? Are you going to buy him a nice ermine-lined number? Of
Common
velvet?
quality.
Okay.
Still too nice
What
for
does kvass cost? Is it just wine, effectively? Or
No,
beer?
it's vodka.
Spirits.
Yeah.
Spirits.
Glass is
I think
actually
their
just
own
fermented
Spirits is a
bread.
shilling a silver.
Cool. I will get 4 of those.
Guys, it's just fermented bread.
Bread.
Good God, we can get bread.
It's liquid bread. It's good for you.
Okay, so while you are doing, you know, initial shopping in the background, is there anything you guys want to talk about over the days of your journey?
How many days exactly is it? I am aware that we will arrive on
13 days.
13 days. So it's we're traveling for 13 days to arrive on the double full moons. Very ominous.
I feel like we should have minus $10 rolls just due to the like the bad mojo we're starting. Nah, I'm joking.
Luckily, don't worry. All the Skaven are in Reichland right now. No schemes.
I am actually both surprised and happy that it's worked out this way.
Isn't it great?
This wasn't even me planning it, it's just, you know, because of how long the journey is. It's perfect.
We have fucked around in Kislev for quite some time.
Not as long as you fucked around in the elf village, but I will be quiet and let
Really?
you talk now. Yeah, you were there for 2 straight months.
Yeah, we were in the elf village for an invasion, some shopping, and some rebuilding.
Well,
And
I'm willing to fuck straight into Kislev without any side chatter because I want to see what this whole 2 moons is all about. Since you guys are all hyping it up,
Everyone knows about the Chaos Moon.
I don't. So
That's fair. I mean, your character should know because you're in super duper Norskaland. They probably had a lot of blood orgies around this time of year.
So why don't you go ahead and tell DCL a little about it then?
I think Rem should, since it would be from a Norskan point of view, how that went, because that would be Avaclad's experience.
Well, during the time of the 2 full moons, be quite honest, I don't particularly know much. I know that it would often be I'd often know it'd be more of a market day than usual, even if that was kind of out of place. I know the vid key would almost never be found on those days, and I was often told that they actually went out into the wilderness. to some sort of meeting place that they never knew. They never knew where, but they just instinctively knew which direction to go in.
Okay, so what my character know?
I feel like you would if you were in the north. Bad
Yes.
shit happens this day.
Okay, just give me the DM perspective then of what my character should know about this.
I mean, that's basically what Rem's doing. He's telling you how it is culturally for Norskans, but
You saying
in general, it's a day for either celebration or fear, dependent on your feelings about dark gods. It's a day where spirits walk, and the Halloween traditions.
Oh God, Granddad's coming to kick my ass today, isn't he?
It's a day where, in Norska, it's a night for mass sacrifices to not just to honor the gods, but to keep them and everything else just not looking at you too closely.
Also, occasionally, when spirits would come back to, let's see here, offer advice, reunion. Occasionally, if a particular guy's drunk enough to pick fights with an ancestor, just to settle an old bet or a debt.
all right, I get it. I get the picture. It's Day of the Dead. It's literally just Halloween.
It
Well,
is.
with actual-
It is
well, with
super
actual-
traditional Halloween.
But with
Okay.
actual dark gods.
I was about to say, mix Dia de los Muertos with Halloween and throw in a little bit of warp dust, and you pretty much got it.
Okay.
The other one's named ever so slightly differently, because there's Gemeinestad and then the other one is Hexenstag.
Yeah, it's just that there's Vorgeheim and Nackgeheim, which are literally named those translate to before mystery, after mystery. They are named for being the months immediately either side of Geheimnisnacht.
You're right, calling it the floating holiday is fucking weird.
Yo, I just had a terrible idea.
Hmm.
What if Geheimnisnacht fell on the same day as Hexentag?
I don't think they can. By definition, Hexentag is fixed in a way that the moons are busy doing something else.
Yeah, it's just the witching night, and in fact, it's when the moons are mostly empty in the first place. It's always like that every year.
Either way, I definitely want to get to Kislev and see what's up.
Yeah.
Alright. So, whoopity whoopity whoop, mark off enough food to not die.
Yep.
13-day journey from here to there, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Glad I bought a shitload of
Traveling
food.
is slow.
What?
Anyway. So, these nights of the journey, you can see the green moon, the more sleep, is growing ever stronger and glowing ever brighter.
I have a moderate question. How do I feel about this? Because I'm still technically kind of a necromancer.
Yes. Yes, I was going to get to you. You, Esva. Everyone is always a little jumpy in these days leading up to the Day of Mysteries, but you can now hear whispering. Even when you're awake, it's just a constant background talking. People, dozens of people. So you can feel potential and power coursing through the air around you that lure and just a hint, a taste of madness.
Yeah. Yeah, Esva's probably really, really quiet during this journey. She is so fidgety and uncomfortable, and she looks like she is barely getting more than an hour or two of sleep.
Are you all right?
She'll speak in Elven. I'm fine. The mysteries of ghosts are fresher to me than they are for others. This time of the year is a trouble for me. I will be fine.
If you so say. I'll be here to assist you if you need it.
Well, if ghost hunting is in your future, I shall let you know.
I've hunted many a quandary. I'm not so sure spirits fall into that category.
Well, I've fought ghosts before. It's not quite so challenging as you would think.
Very well then. I'll take your word on it and be prepared to hunt ghost.
Indeed. Carry pitch or oil. Light fire to it on a blade. Ghosts really hate that.
Will that not damage the quality of the weapon?
Yes, but it will damage the quality of the ghost an awful lot more, and that is a trade-off one should be willing to make. Or shoot arrows at them, and she will tap towards a quiver.
Much more reasonable. I will take your advice.
And she will nod. And you'd swear for just a brief moment her eyes are just like pale, like grey glowing, like a literal actual glow.
Oh, very well then.
Yeah. She's not having a good time.
So, we'll move on to the day of the event happening. The boat. It's just a little after dawn that the boat docks at Kislev. The sailors are a little nervous, very quiet, and even though nothing happened on the journey, still get a sense that they're happier to see the back of you.
That's fair. Tell you what, if they're going to be stuck in Kislev on this night instead of being able to start traveling back, I will tip them 2 silver so they can get a public house.
That does lighten the mood a little. And one of them will insist you join them for at least a shot of kvass.
Esva will thank them and shake her head, but she has places to be before the night is too deep.
And it is just after dawn. Literally, the sun is still kissing the horizon.
Oh, you know what? Sure, she will join them for a drink with breakfast.
Alright. What's the plan, you guys? I assume going and seeing Wolf is on the agenda, but what else?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have to put it.
head right there.
Put the
Yeah,
slide.
I'll let Vaska go ahead so that she can get in some Papa time, but yeah, I want to see Wolf. I will make the warning now. I'm probably going to ask if Wolf would be willing to help Geomancy some fresh gear purchases because I'm after some best quality shit. And instead, I will give him a percentage of the profit that would have otherwise been, just like spent directly on the gear. Give him commission considering he's no longer traveling. Give him a chance to whip out his turgid haggles.
Alright. Is anyone going with Vaska as first?
For shopping?
No, to see Wolf immediately.
I have no reason to.
Okay, approximately what time of day do we show up in Kislev?
Dawn.
So, the morning of
Gesundheit.
Kamstag.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Yes, the morning of
Yes.
Gesundheit.
Alright, yeah, we can visit Wolf first. And BRB bio.
Okay, so Vaska, Gunnar is tagging along. Esva, you were staying a little behind, weren't you? Give her.
Yeah, she'll get a drink in and some food. And if this is a river-based area, is there somewhere where there would be more right folks around so I can do a gossip test?
Yes, you can spend some time just finding Reiklanders and hearing news, I guess.
Yeah, I'll try and scope some knowledges. I'll buy into a success. I mean, nice thing was we're going to do some more traveling soon.
Okay.
I also have a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna go visit my old friends?
Oh, you'll be able to do that.
Perfect.
Let me deal with Skow first. Yeah. So the main focus of the travellers is, of course, Altdorf, the situation there. Able to hear that it's gotten a little better. When they left, at least, was... well, that was almost a full month ago, but still. Most of the fighting was finished, and while the Emperor is injured, he's alive. He's put the Baron once upon a time in position to
Oh no, this is Es's first time learning that shit.
administrate the Reichland while the Emperor focuses on recovery and finishing off the rat plague. One of the man's comrades will be a little large and don't really believe it's giant talking rats, do you? Yeah, that's nonsense. I saw one of them.
I'll try and get directly involved in this question.
I saw one of them, mate. It's like a halfling, but with a fucking muzzle. And even more hair. And smelled worse. And really it wasn't that much like a halfling, it's just gods. They're real. They nearly damn well killed Carl Franz.
I'm gonna saunter on up. You're right, they are real. And they were watching in the days before Altdorf fell. I was lucky I got out early.
I'm back. What I miss?
Listening to gossip in the bar.
And more power to you for it. Those things are clever and bloody terrifying.
That's what I hear. They were watching and ready. But you say this Baron once upon a time is taking the stead these days. Was that a clean transition?
He helped side eyes and drop his voice. It looked a little odd to me, but he came in his regiments. Couple more that he arranged to get there from none real fast. Helped fight the rats back. If he hadn't done that, then I don't think the Emperor would have made it.
Interesting.
He's first minister for the Reichland now. Taking care of it until the Emperor can stop having to fight his way to his breakfast table.
Of course. Here's hoping that Shally is keeping an eye on the Emperor then. Can't imagine much taking him down.
Aye. It's always a little worrisome now. Those things started with a false announcement he was dead. It's got to be real careful about the news you listen to.
Yeah.
We were right there on the edge of the gate, getting our packing ready to go when we heard those bells. It was at that point we looked to the skies and thought, let us get the fuck out of here, because if this has happened, maybe it's civil war. Little did we know it was going to be a rat invasion from the grounds themselves.
That would have been a lot worse, yeah. Still. Shalia saved the Emperor, and Sigma guide his armies.
Yeah, and then she'll glance up. And let's hope at least today Mor's doing his job. I hear they were hit the hardest.
Aye. The entire temple was wiped out. Well. Say. You have somewhere to stay tonight? You look like you've just arrived.
Yeah, I've got places to stay, don't you worry about it.
Alright. Good. This isn't a night to be anywhere you don't trust.
Gods no, stay inside if you know what's good for you. The spirits around here are certainly restless, but you better believe I'm glad I'm not in Altdorf tonight.
Oh. That's... You know, I was really trying not to think about what they'd do tonight.
Well, maybe some ghosts will kill some rats. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be.
She'll clap one of them on the shoulder and like just tap down 2 fingers so they both get a shot before she heads out. She'll say goodbye to the rafters as well that got us down here.
Cool.
And yeah, I'll head wolf ways, but that probably then won't be for like another hour since I was sat drinking and learning.
So, we will boop you guys over to this map. Yeah, I've put Ezra in the corner, but she's going to be a while to get there, so... Yeah, Vaska, Ram, are you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Yet?
And I know what I want to buy.
And I assumed Avon was tagging along with Gunnar.
Yep.
So yeah. You 3 and the dog will be able to make your way to Wolfram's house. Surprisingly, it hasn't been burnt down. He hasn't been arrested and murdered for some sort of treason. And it's great, isn't it? He's actually getting a happy ending.
How dare him! We need to kill him at once!
How the hell did any of this happen?
Wait, what? Why is he being hung for treason?
He's not! It's a miracle! He's not! He's actually getting to peacefully retire.
That sounds very suspicious coming from you, Merzendi.
Yes, I'm now at the point where I've realised I've actually gone a little too far and made it seem like I'm protesting too much, so I'm running with it even further to just try to make you worry into panicking and actually making something bad happen.
Very
Oh
well.
my, you're gonna kill them. You're gonna pull the rug underneath our feet any second now.
So, yeah, guys arrive, I presume you knock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
Wolf will open
Wolf.
the door.
Whoa!
Hey! You're not dead.
Wolf, we need to cash a check.
Honey, did we open a bank?
What?
We're not a bank, Gunnar.
What's this about?
We assume you know where a bank is.
Oh, yeah. Well, come on in. Not the dog, though, but the rest of you. Come on in.
He's behaved and housebroken. Probably.
I mean, the door's not big enough for him to fit through.
Well, I'm big enough. Well, I can fit through.
The dog's bigger than you.
True, and I have to turn sideways.
Also, who's your friend? Oh, shit. Speaking of which, hey, Gunnar.
Yeah.
Gunnar, dearest of all my friends, come here. Come here.
Oh, this sounds promising.
How would you like to make 100 crowns?
I'm listening.
Great. You're going back to the Reichland, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Great. I need you to kill Valroy.
Didn't they just give us a lot of money to never get back inside of the Reichland?
No, they...
Any of us?
Look, I'm getting to that.
Why am I
Gunnar,
murdering us?
my mom's dead.
No,
Vaska,
I
your
apologize.
grandma's dead. Valroy killed the shit out of her when the rat invasion was happening.
How do you know it was him?
Well, he said he was going to go slit her throat, and then she was found with her throat slit, so...
That's pretty damning.
Also, I mean, even if it wasn't him, it just made me feel good, so...
So is this money gonna be like an upfront thing, or...
Half now, half when you do the deed? I trust Vaska to let me know.
I will think about it.
Come on, Gunnar, it's my mom. Somebody has to
Yeah.
avenge her, and I can't. Otherwise, a vampire will eat me.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of which, actually, while you're mulling that over, I remember that coin... Come in, stop standing on the porch. Come on. Remember that coin you lot were banding around that almost possessed Esva?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we got rid of that.
Yeah, well, fuck, what was that guy's name?
Randolph Shrike.
Right. Randy Shrike came up here to pay me a visit. He's after your coin. I don't know why, really. Something about ancient necromancer inside?
He's the guy that made us kill the first Nurgle demons.
Yeah, Randy Shrike.
Yeah, him. Yeah, we tried to get rid of that coin.
Did it work?
About 70% sure.
Alright, I told him
70% sure.
you got rid of it, and then I pointed him in the wrong direction. But, you know, it might behoove you to know that that fucker's gonna be looking for you.
Is there anyone else from our past that we pissed off that is looking for me in particular?
No, but that Baron Once Upon a Time's in charge of the Empire now, so I guess the Reichland's ruled by vampires now, so that's great.
About that time, there's like a knocking on the door, and if it's unlocked, Esva budges in. Holy shit, Wolf, did you hear? The fucking Baron Vampire Man's in charge.
Yeah, Esva, my mom's dead. Valroy killed her.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he wants to give me money to find Valroy.
Oh, fuck finding him. He's never going to be found. I'm sorry, but if we come across him, I'll do him in for free.
But yeah, I am willing to take the money.
Yep, Wolf will...
Speaking of money, hey Gunnar, did you tell Wolf about how much we just made on a pretty good deal? By which we mean it's an absolute fucking travesty. You pointed us in the direction of...
What?
Some guy snorted a shitload of warp dust and tried to murder us. However, we killed him, we took the shit, and we made a lot of money.
What?
However, yeah, it turns out your contact was working with a bunch of smugglers, and although that would usually be fine, they were peddling warp dust, which is evil and turns people into monsters, demon mutants.
Wolf, puts a finger up to protest and puts it back down and says, actually, the person I got that information from was the guy who tried to have us all killed, so I really don't know what I was expecting.
That's fair. Do you think you could let Baron Count Semyonovich know that there... That's right, yeah. Let him know that there is a half-exploded underground ice castle north of Ustyuk that's full of crates of warp dust, because he'll probably want to handle that shit.
Yeah. Amy, could you write a letter or something?
You still haven't learned how to do that?
Look, I've kind of learned some of the letters. And at that point, Vaska...
Have you even learned how to speak the language yet?
He only bothered to learn the swear words.
What? I know how to speak Kislevian. What the hell? I spoke it before you did.
Gunnar is going to be speaking Kislev from now on. Oh, wait, does Wolf legitimately know how to speak Kislev?
Yeah.
Yeah, he speaks it. He just is not led in it.
Yeah, because Wolf can't read or write at all.
How are you a successful merchant when you both cannot read or write?
Okay, he can talk and she can write. Between the two of them, they are one functioning person.
Between the two of them, they're a functioning super person, because one of them is very good at one thing and one's very good at the other.
You would need actual... You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah. And at that point, Vaska just, takes the letter she had written Wolf and just, slowly tears it up and just puts it back in her pocket.
No. If I see her going for the letter, I'll be like, no. Give him the letter. It'll encourage him to learn to read.
But, all right. And it's
Esva knows full well that Wolf is never going to do it unless he has a reason to.
But does Wolf care about his daughter, is the question.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
At least
Wolf stepped up to a vampire and was like, if you touch my daughter, I'm going to fucking find you and kill you.
This is true. He did have his taken moment.
Also, we're intending to going shopping.
Oh. Just like old times.
Yeah, tell you what, we'll give you a commission on the profit.
Yes, but this time, I can tell you that I made a great deal on all that equipment.
Yeah, he's obviously been learning from you. So
look at this check and look at that big number.
That's many, many monies.
I am intending to buy a very, very sharp and very, very pointy object with that.
Amy, why does it smell like burnt ass?
Everything is under control!
Well, she's not on fire.
What an accident!
We had people for that.
As Wolf's getting up to go do it, Vaska just, hops over the back of the couch and just, ice chills the food. Oh god. I cast chill.
Oh no, you cast. You cast?
Everyone fucking fuck her up.
Okay.
Oh god. This is gonna be fine, guys. Let's see, I have the ingredients.
You probably have time for a half-action channel. We're not in, combat.
Oh, by the way, Wolf, I did tell you that my family sent me a gift, right?
No, I was gonna ask about your new friend, and then I remembered Valroy and just about Shadowbrick. Who's this?
Meet Avenclad, a pit fighter sent by my family.
Avenclad will bow.
Woohoo!
Servant. Why is my house on fire?
It's on ice right now. It's fine.
It's all fine, dearie. Vaska's helping me put it out.
Everything is not fine.
I mean, nothing is on fire. That's just the bread you're smelling.
Was it meat bread?
The scorch marks just add character. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, ooh, that smells. What's your name, son?
You can answer.
My name is Avenclad. As Sir Redmayne said.
Avenclad, huh? Where you're from? I didn't know they had elves up north.
I was a captured slave. As
Oh.
far as I'm aware, I am from Norskin.
Gunnar, why do you have a slave?
My family are slavers, and they sent me a present.
Can't fault that logic. Alright.
See? It makes perfect sense.
Just hear angry Russian from the kitchen.
What's this about slaving? What?
No, it's fine. Everything is fine.
I was just talking about saving the food from the fire. It's fine.
Oh, yes, I'm working on that.
More angry
I'm
Russian
glad
in the
I
distance.
ate at the bar. So, yeah, imagine the scene. You appear on from mysterious distances and undertake a job on the hearsay of an entirely different person, and that job is for a mysterious smuggler. And you turn up, and you kill the whole smuggling crew, and the building is exploded, and you walk out with all of the loot, and then you talk to the person who sent you there in the first place, and some fucking how we still nearly sold the whole lot at cost. It was, frankly, a feat that usually I would have expected of you.
You know, repeating it just makes it sound even dumber.
Of course, that's the whole point.
Wolf will just like go find some liquor and like hand it to Gunnar. Like, well, that deserves a drink.
Gunnar will drink.
To profit. Oh, you already.
And
All right.
drink.
He does the archer.
All right. So, what's this about buying shit?
Yes.
Well,
We
we've
assume
got
you know
money,
how-
so obviously
assume
we
you
want
know how to
make
make
this
a
kind
good deal.
Hey, you came to the right place.
I want a very, very sharp axe.
Yeah,
A good
we're in the
looking
market for best quality shit.
Well, hell, aren't you all fancy?
Well, I mean, the more money we carry, the more danger we're in. But if you spend all the money on really good weapons, then that solves the problem twofold.
I like the way you think. All right.
Dude, get a halberd. It's the ultimate great weapon or normal weapon.
Why not a claymore if you're going down that line of logic?
Halberds.
Because halberds
Cooler.
are fucking dope, and because in one form it's a fast quality stabbing weapon, and in the other you change to slow impact great weapon, and it's all one weapon, and it's cheaper than a great sword. It's insane.
As a side
It's
note,
so good.
what was it? 20 GC for a best quality shield?
For a best quality buckler, it is because a buckler is cheaper, but you need the parrying power, which if
I
I go
see.
champion, I will be able to get, thankfully.
What is a best,
best
quality?
shield is 100.
Oh.
Yeah, I picked really cheap shit to get bests of, aka a buckler, a dagger, a main gauche, a throwing dagger, and a halberd. And I already own an elf bow.
100 for a shield, Jesus.
Yeah, it's the cost of an object times by 10.
And if you want it in
Now, what's the benefit for a best quality shield? It's like +5 to your parry roll.
Plus
or
5
something?
weapon skill, so
Mhm.
that's plus 5 parry. And also the weight is halved of every object.
I mean, whatever. But
And they tend to look nicer, which makes you look like a better person.
Okay, I do have a question for you. What would best quality gauntlets look like? Or best quality, like knuckle dusters or gauntlets or whatever?
They'd be very closely sculpted and fitted, and have the joints in such a way that they're articulated per knuckle, like sculptures and bridges to deflect incoming blows or to direct force onto one point if you want to use them to punch with.
Would I be able to flip someone off at the highest of qualities with them?
Oh yes.
270. 270 gold. Exactly, actually. It works out literally exactly. It's quite impressive like that.
is it worth getting a best quality shield?
I mean, I'm getting best quality all this stuff so I can go champion. Because if I can jump to champion instead of duelist, I would be crazy to go duelist. At least that's my thinking. I feel like it's accurate thinking.
Also,
Well,
if I get an axe, can it look like the Leviathan axe from God of Boy?
Sure.
God of boy.
Dad of boy.
Yes, Dad of Boy.
Boy.
Boy. Boy.
It's this pretty bunny. You know, Sam's picture there.
You know,
It's
that
very
is
pretty.
it is a very pretty axe.
It's a nice axe.
Oh god, that's gonna be pricey.
Believe it or not, a best quality axe is only 60 gold.
Most people do not have such money to throw around.
At least temporarily, we do. But yeah, no, Esva's thinking is about as literal as it gets. You're a lot safer if you spend the money that would get you mugged on weapons to kill muggers with. I mean, never mind you don't have that money anymore, but, you know, next time you make that much money, it's safe.
Are we trying to justify being murder hobos?
I mean, we already justified being murder hobos.
Yeah,
don't
you did
have
it
to
for
tr-
good causes.
You don't have to try much when it rewards you in mountains of fucking gold.
We're horrible people.
Let's see here. Now, I take it you're using the best craftsmanship weapon rules that actually give them qualities? Yes.
Optionally, yes. You can choose
maces-
to get that if you want.
Yep, maces and hammers become pummeling weapons.
Which is really good for strike to stun.
Yep.
Would I have had that option for my rapier? Because I didn't know about that.
It's on best quality, and a best quality rapier
yes.
does. Oh, maybe it does. I'll scroll down the list some more. Give me a moment.
No, because a rapier is its own weapon already, rather than a type of hand weapon.
Yeah, hand weapon was
so-
generalized in the first place.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have to generalize the weapon before you can choose the qualities. Okay.
Yeah, it was like hand weapons on the list when you purchase it is just called quote-unquote hand weapon, and that could be anything. That could be an axe, a mace, a hammer, military pick, a sword, like any of that shit. When you buy them in best quality, there is an optional rule that's like, it's not just best quality hand weapon, it's best quality one of these types of hand weapon, and then they have different values. So an axe is 60, a mace is 70, a military pick is 90, and a sword is 140. But swords get defensive, so suddenly your normal ass sword is actually a parrying weapon as good as a shield. And it's still got those bonuses that, like, the +5.
What page is that stuff on?
Old World Armory, page 29.
Don't
31
want to
in
go
document
download
form.
another goddamn book. Really.
Sorry.
We can take care of shopping stuff later, or at least I guess out of character.
We need Wolf to make his haggle rolls to due us down like the ridiculous cost of best quality gear.
I mean,
So
Wolf
knowing
will
what
just
we
give
want
you a
now is a good idea.
percentage regardless, so it's ultimately not
That's
going to
a-
matter if we have this
That's a good point.
totals now or later.
Mm.
Speaking of which, I guess Wolf will take everybody shopping, and
It'd be a nice trip, like old times.
yeah,
Except colder, and if we don't get in before the moons are up, then crazy ghost shit will happen to us.
maybe he'll
And
like
I-
buy his daughter a nice little shawl or something.
Yeah.
I do have one question. When you go to the bank, coins or bars?
I feel like you have enough that you're going to need the bars.
Both.
Let's go with. I don't know. Okay, I suppose the more popular question is: if we're getting weaponry, would they prefer to be paid in bars or coins?
You usually pay people in coins, but when
It's-
it comes to best quality stuff, you can pay in bars just because of how expensive they get.
Let's go with coins, just because I'll have change left over that I will want to carry.
Mhm.
But I mean, if we're like going from shop to shop, we can leave some here at the bank and pick more up later. Because I imagine the reason you're asking is because it would be crazy heavy to walk around with that much gold.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just we'll go back and forth a bit, but gold is the preference. The coinage is the preference. Wait, you can afford a suit of plate mail? Holy shit!
Because she has full chain already, or at least most of full chain, it's only 230 to go from mail to plate.
That's sick.
So, Gunnar, you gonna help Wolf haggle like old time? All right, I have a 100% haggle. Let's go.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking so hard.
Does Wolf get to spend his one fate and make that even better?
No.
No. Okay.
I am NPC. I have no fate now.
Okay, everyone, you can get 30% off anything you buy.
Nice.
I'll let you go over that on your own time, and we'll be moving on now.
Thank you.
Cool.
So, after shopping is concluded, this is a holiday, even if it is a more suspicious one. So there are people selling, like, candied meats and just little street food snacks. So, if you get some of those, it's just a nice little thing. I can have a light lunch and plan your next move.
Do we go see the Count ourselves or leave it with a letter?
I think it'd be better if you just let Wolf do it.
Yeah, we'll leave it to Wolf. He's our boy. We'll give all the descriptions necessary. We'll make it clear that the other contact, the smuggler contact, had no fucking idea about any of the weird warp shit, and that has been handled. He has no ownership of any of it and has none of it in his possession. I didn't know about it, very much on purpose, but he didn't know about it. It would be really poor form of us to get him lynched after all of this.
When it's the state doing it, it's not lynching.
Well, you know how it is. It's a mandated lynching. It's just
But
lynching
this-
plus.
He just disappears.
Yeah, sorry, yes, you're right. It's not a lynching, it's a disappearing. Yeah, it would be a shame to get him disappeared when, we actually struck a fair deal and said, we'll do,
Okay.
we don't know you, you don't know us, it's fine.
There was not a fair deal there. We screwed the man over.
Oh
and
no, we
destroyed
absolutely
his
destroyed
business.
it. We destroyed his business. But,
I'm fine
I
with
think
it.
the only courtesy we can do is not getting him killed for it. And he does still have all the product.
Half the product.
Alright, so
Did
you're
love
doing
that fucking vodka.
You're going to do that via a letter. What else is happening?
I'm buying a ship. I'm buying a lot of things. I now have 1, 2, 3, If you count a shield, I now have 4 best quality weapons.
Yeah, I'm up to
A shield is a
5.
weapon in this game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I certainly hope so, because that's what I did.
Let's see here. I bought a really nice hat. Bought a couple more rations. And I bought some snacks just because shit's and gay. Why not? But I need to check something.
Alright, while you do that, I'm going to switch over to Dimitri's perspective.
Oh boy.
Since you did mention he was going... Well, actually, Snippy, do you want to do this on camera or later?
Let's just do it later. Just want to get more medical shit.
Okay. Yeah, and if it's gonna be that simple, then we can do it later. Then... Yeah, you'll be able to find your way to the rest of the party. It's around 1 o'clock. You can slip in at the end of the meeting, and... Where are you guys actually going next? I know the overall plan is Chernigov, but... You know... Are you wanting to leave to move on today before anything...
Fuck no.
Bad happens?
No, we need to
or
stay
what?
inside. In the fuck side.
Okay, then yeah, literally going down into the micro detail.
I will take all my clothes off and run
You're-
to dance in the moonlight.
Don't.
That's a night thing. It's 1 PM, it's not that late yet. Yeah, you're on the main high street in Kislev. Where specifically are you actually going? What do you want to do for the rest of today?
Esva has been very tired. She would like to find a place that has imported coffee. And some decent travel tea as well, because she's like, you know, they've been in Kislev for a while, just in the frozen north. She's gotten through all of the stuff that she would drink at a campfire. So she wants to go pick up proper, like, stay awake or stay alert and all those kinds of resources, because she's just tapped by this point. It's been a lot of very shit sleep.
Fun fact, coffee houses are now a thing. They're going to become more popular with affluent merchants and low and mid-tier nobles.
Exactly. This is Kislev. This is the only place she's ever going to score coffee for a long fucking time.
And guess what? I now have a sword called Senua, and that motherfucker is a best quality claymore.
Nice.
Smoking.
Nice. Oh. And actually, yeah, that is another point. Your best quality weapons are going to take 5 days to be ready. Just because they're best quality.
Yeah.
At minimum, they need some customizing, and some of them will need to actually just be made.
That is fair. Maybe it's also a shot in the dark, but after some like coffee and tea purchasing, is there anywhere that is run by an elf here? Because it would be nice to spend some more company amongst, you know, non-enslaved ones. Just shoot the shit.
Yeah, you can probably find an elf. Let's say an elven alchemist.
Sure.
Trading in exotic herbs and little potions.
What elf? High elf? Wood elf?
Sea elf.
Ooh,
What?
sea elf.
The ball.
Does that mean they are they corsair or sea guard, such as it were?
Neither. Sea elf is an actual variety.
Really?
Separate from dark.
Independent.
Sea elf. Let's have a gander here. Oh, they're the port walkers. Okay. They are traditionally high elves.
Oh, they are descended from high elves, but...
No, they've been made into high elves now. They got rid of sea elves and errated them into they're just types of high elf. That's what sea guard are.
Lol.
Blood and Bleeding Gets.
Yeah, they have not existed apparently since 3rd edition. 3rd edition was the last time Sea Elves were a thing.
Wow.
Well, they're a thing in this campaign world.
I mean, they were in 1st edition's core rulebook for Warhammer Fantasy RPG.
Yeah, okay, well, they still exist as a culture, even if they're
Yeah.
racially high elves.
Yeah, sure, I'd love to spend some time around the High Elves. I'm etherically attuned at least, so I semi-fit in with them. If they have anything for good sleep, I would love that.
Well. Do you want good sleep or actual just... Okay, I'm looking at you again. Just
The bags under her eyes could be used to do the shopping with. He is so tired.
You can buy a sleeping draught for, let's call it 5 crowns.
Alright. Yeah, I think that she's... I'm so certain that if I don't make this investment, that it's going to be a very, very, very rough Gesundheit for her.
Alright then. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to get done before the evening will arrive? And also, that will lead to the next question I have. I'll give you guys a moment to think while I ask. Where are you going to be sleeping? Are you going to be getting rooms at an inn or a tavern, or are you going to be staying with Wolf? He's probably got a couple of spare bedrooms.
Wolf would probably be a good idea.
And Vaska would definitely want to crash at Wolf's place.
Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to buy a hotel room.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to...
mean,
I will warn them that I'm going to take a sleeping drug and ask to pass out on their sofa.
Yes, he will definitely offer for Vaska and Esva first, and if we have 2 spare rooms, and probably Gunnar as well would get next dibs.
You see that Gunnar is walking back from shopping with a rather large, feature-obscuring hat, with also a really nice feather on it.
Gunnar, why?
Because Gunnar wanted it.
Since Amy hasn't given birth yet, also her bump is now noticeable.
I will ask to touch the bump.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
You've got at least 4 spare rooms.
Oh, well, alright then.
Oh.
Well, still let you do it regardless.
But I
Same.
also see, I see that she's uncomfortable though, so I make it quick.
Yeah.
When you feel her, you also notice on her backside is a brand with the royal seal of Kislev on it.
It's just the Kislev for this way up.
So
Tramp stamp.
then that would be enough. So, I think 1 or 2 party members might have to get a hotel room, or you can all stay here, but 1 or 2 will have to be on couches.
Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna go back to my house. Fuck you people. I have a house. I live here.
Oh, by the way,
I'm not just a hobo.
No, I'll be damned.
Esva.
That is
Yes.
I have 7 arrows in my inventory. Do you want them? I didn't know I had them.
Sure.
Cool.
I now have 110 arrows again. Nice. And by this point, she's probably gone over them over these 13 days over and over, so they are sharpened to fuck. 13 days, every arrow, 13 strokes every day.
God.
Yeah, I mean, if I get in a fight with rats, this will do more damage to them. It's not going to happen, but, always good to know that that's a thing.
You're preparing for nights here.
I think Gunnar is just going to settle in for the evening. All his nice hat, probably the shield that I grabbed, is probably going to be put aside. And if there's a desk in there and a candle, Gunnar is going to be writing in a writing book. He's going to be writing a view on faith and culture, from a Nordskin to view south, and for Southerners to view north. A cultural translation guide, if you will.
Oh my gosh, that's so very cool of an idea.
Yes.
To make it so that if there are any Norskins that are coming south like I am, to make shit a little bit easier on them.
It is a nice little thing to do. It's gonna take you a while to get it done, but you can get at least the most useful sayings done in one night. Like, hello, I do not speak Kisilavarin. Do you speak Norskan? Where is the bathroom? How much for a bottle of vodka? And critically, most of all, may I pet your horse?
How about
These are all super important and I approve.
these are all super un-Norskan.
Norskins are
It's
famous for
that.
things.
You do realize that when we're not raiding, Norskins are a fairly civilized people.
I refuse to believe that about you fucking savages.
We have farmers. And
Oh,
How
You're
many of them are
indoctrin-
actual Norskans, and how many are
You're
slaves?
indoctrinated. I refuse.
okay, the ones that own the farms are probably Norskins. And freeholders are actually independent and stuff. But that's mostly just for farming for what's that word where it's just you're farming to feed yourself and no one else.
Subsistence farming.
Subsistence.
Thank you. They're mostly homesteaders that are subsistence farmers. Those do exist.
Alright, so that night arrangement is worked out. Most of you are living with Wolf now. Jolka and Dimitry are elsewhere. I'll put you two on the gym layer. I think you can still see the map, right? I don't want to leave you looking at a black screen.
I can see map, it's fine.
Okay. Then yeah. Back to earlier question. Anything else, or are we moving on to night?
Nah, I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep. Hello, bed. How have I missed you?
I suppose I might stay up for a few extra hours just to keep watch.
Alright then, yeah. And you'll be able to settle in, have an evening meal. Amy will be able to remake her bread.
It'll be bad.
Vaska, knocks over a vase.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Just trying to put on shield.
Oh, it's fine. It's quite fine. Let me help you with that.
And we'll get to night. Most of you are settling to bed. With the exception of Evanclad sitting, keeping an eye out, wary. So,
I mean, could I be up writing or?
yes, you're writing. Sorry. You're doing that. Does anyone else want to do anything in the early hours of the evening? Like,
Oh no, I am exhausted. I'm literally exhausted. It's been a long time.
so, you're drinking your sleep drought. I will ask for a toughness test from you.
Okay, I'm gonna assume I want to fail it. Shit.
And you can choose to fail for the effects of it. It's just there are also potential side effects.
Cough
So,
addiction,
okay.
cough.
Yeah. Okay.
something along those lines, yes. So, Esva's falling into a nice early slumber. Everyone else is doing their thing. And
Gunnar is writing a book that he feels is going to be very important.
yeah, Vaska is getting to sleep in her father's house. That must be a nice change.
It is. It makes her feel incredibly happy. She tries not to, like, show it too much, at least around people who aren't Wolf and Amy, but...
And then focus back in on Avon. Do you have any rituals, anything you do to help you keep yourself awake while you're on watch? Like
Probably what
polishing a sword?
Yeah, weapon maintenance would be actively polishing off his rapier, probably. Stringing his bow, you know, just keeping prepared.
Alright. You'll... Even as wary as you are, I think it's going to take you a little by surprise. Not much, but enough to give you a start for a moment. When the peace of this house is split by an ear-piercing scream. And we're going to snap over back to Esva. She sits up, pain and stress overcoming the effects of a sleeping draught, as smoke begins to pour out of her eyes, her ears, her nose, her mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Just a cascade of smoke and steam and shadows pouring out of her head and starting to form into a figure.
So how quickly do I see this? Because I would have probably rushed up to see what was wrong.
You'll get there within a minute. You'll be able to throw the door open to see this figure. It's forming into... It's humanoid and it's forming robes around itself. Out of the darkness that Esva is spewing forth.
Fuck.
So, what's the general consensus when you see a spirit? Shoot on sight, or are you supposed to wait and see if it's a friendly spirit? Asking out of character.
I'm going to put its token down here for you. I'm just going to make it big.
Okay, this is Warhammer. Anything that looks like that is asking to be shot on sight.
Yep.
Oh, hi.
Hello, second strike.
Well then, I think the initiative needs to be rolled.
Whoa, wait. Wasn't that the guy from the island? The guy we had to deal with?
And that, my friends, is where we're going to be ending the session.
Oh, come on!
Son of a bitch!
I mean, it has...
To be
It
fair,
has
it
been
is 10 o'clock.
4 hours. And I did promise Bob we wouldn't be going more than another hour from a little under an hour ago, and
Yeah, it's fine.
this is a combat that would take a while.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, and also, I do... Let me just show you the token of the other Graf von Schreckentrick, the one you met and made a deal with, because it is different. I am sorry, but
Well, I get to figure out if a ghost can be cut.
Yeah.
Do you know if a soul can't be cut?
We had a honorable deal with them.
yeah, you had an honourable deal with that one, the one with the horned helmet. You didn't have any sort of arrangement or knowledge about guy in robes. So, let's do experience now. If I can stop being completely blind and actually open the handout, that took longer than it should have done.
Don't you know?
Alright, so you did not explore a new and interesting location. I'm just saying you don't get to cash that one in this time. But did you learn an interesting truth about another player character?
Yes.
Yeah.
We learned of a new player character.
Hmm?
And you had story time with Gunnar.
That is also true.
Did you learn an interesting fact about the world?
Yes, also a story time with Gunnar.
Also, we found out that Graf von Schrecken's bullshit is hanging out in Esva. So, I don't know if that's point 2 or point 3, but that's a point.
Did you make progress on a quest?
I think we did.
Yeah.
We finished our smuggler quest.
Yep, and you... I am...
I'm just
I
gonna
am
say,
amazed that you guys actually... But Gunnar... Even Gunnar was able to Gunnar his way out of this. Because this is now a thing, but this is Gunnaring.
I'm gonna
Because-
say you let them off way too easy just now, but yeah, Gunnar.
Okay, the best... Think of it like this. Gunnar might be a bit of a warrior philosopher. The best way of beating an enemy is beating them without even pulling your weapon out.
I mean, that's factual, but also, holy shit. We ruined his business and literally made him pay for it. That is so
Exactly.
That is so physically retarded. I can't even deal with it.
But we
Make-
could have just
Make
murdered
Kislev
him.
great again. Make Kislev great again.
I mean, he came to try and do us in, actually, with a group of people, but, you know.
Yeah, and at most he should have been like called off and been like, oh, okay, I'll take my stuff, or you can have it, fuck off.
Yeah, but
we
there's a point where we could have just beat him to death, and he knew it.
Yeah. It's the and he paid you thing that I think is the bigger problem.
It's
but-
the
Yeah, I mean,
impressive part.
like Tim talking his way out of it for no combat, sure, I can go with that, but we literally just got a king's ransom from this guy. We are fucking
amazing.
rolling in it. From what all accounts from I've heard, a very poor decision.
No, it was a great decision.
No,
I don't
it
know
was
what
a
you're
Well,
talking
no,
about.
it's a great decision now because look at all
It was
this
a great
money.
decision in the first place. This is exactly what we expected to happen.
It was
Yeah.
a very questionable decision that could have gone great or awfully, but
Look,
And
I
Yeah,
made
it was a
on
risky
going
decision,
great.
But-
yeah.
I would also say, DCL, from his perspective, he needed to get those goods back anyway, and he could go and buy them from his normal suppliers again, or he could negotiate with you guys, and he chose to negotiate with you guys because Gunnar talked him into that, and you know, he still came off 50 gold coins ahead of where he would have been if he had been negotiating with the people he bought it from initially.
I guess that's shrewd businessman. I guess.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
wins.
It's
Wait, I mean, real quick, the other thing I want to say is, since I was not allowed to make my character connected to Roy in any way or even bring in Roy, I would like it very much if Roy assassination quest is not a thing, because that
I'm
would
fine with
literally
that.
you be forcing Roy.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
no,
involved.
I
totally
thought that was a joke.
I mean, Wolf can't not ask, but I totally don't expect that to be a thing at all.
yes.
just that fair warning.
Yeah, that is fine. That is something I would run it by you as to whether to actually come up anyway. And if
I
you're
mean,
saying no now, that's fine.
I mean, I'd do it, but I'd want to be able to have a fully leveled up Roy using the resources of the underworld and not fucking around if you're going to be coming for his life.
So, how much experience?
We're still midway through doing that. We just
Okay.
also
Yeah, sorry.
started another conversation.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just no Roy.
Yeah,
told me no
that's
Roy.
100%
Right.
fine.
So, moving on, you did overcome a dangerous challenge, as has been mentioned, Gunnar,
Gunnar.
and... and did you defeat a threat to the local peace? I don't think you did
No,
that one.
not yet.
Hopefully next session.
Yes.
And this
Next
marks the big
session, you're
4K.
gonna qualify.
What?
Pardon, sorry?
This marks the big 4K.
DCL, slightly bad news. You're not going to get this experience just because I rounded you up instead of down because it was so close.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Yeah.
So, everyone, you can now move up to 4K. Gunnar, you'll get 225 because you missed last session, and you're getting that as bonus now to catch you up. It was just simpler, DCL, to give you
Mount
the...
me up. Yeah, if I'm starting at the same EX, if I was technically starting ahead, like I thought I was going to be behind, but yeah, I can't complain. If
I normally start people behind, but because it was only one session's worth.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay, I do have a question for you, Merzendi. Have I experienced or have I done anything that would qualify me to get any of the academic knowledges?
Being Gunnar?
You're gonna have to... You see, this is one of those things where I would like you to suggest...
Sorry, that's something completely different, not involving you guys. God damn it.
This is one of those things where I would normally like you to suggest which academic knowledge, and then make your case for it, rather than just asking me.
Alright, let me just pull up the list of academic knowledges here real quick.
Do we have to ask you about getting academic knowledges, or is this something like outside his career?
Oh, no, it's in career. It's just... I think the last time I asked Merzendi about this, she wanted me to say how or which one I would qualify for.
Yeah. In general, I would like you to loosely confirm an advance with me. It's most cases will be fine, but...
Merzendi, my dear, am I allowed to buy into Champion?
And this is on a slightly different note, because this is a career advance that you absolutely 100% have to check with me.
Yes, yeah.
Champion. Let me open the career compendium.
Sure, Champion is on page 47. Or, well, 46 in the actual book's writing. Yeah,
But 47 in the PSD.
Well, they already have an academic knowledge in theology, but...
TLDR champions are very martial and proud creatures.
Yeah.
Like it says on the thing.
Let's see here. The options for academic knowledge is arts, astronomy, demonology...
Stop. Give Merz a chance. She's reading something.
Yeah. So, trying to deal with Skow as well, so it's... do you have all of the trappings for Champion? Do you have a mail shirt?
It was out on a loaner. If I need to buy a new one, despite having a set of full studded, I can buy a chain shirt.
I'll let you full studded count for that. Do you have 6 best craftsmanship weapons?
Elfbow, buckler, main gauche, dagger, halberd. Throwing dagger.
Throwing dagger, that makes sense.
Best quality throwing dagger 6.
Okay, and what feats have you done that would qualify you as a champion at archery?
As a champion at archery, she has, I feel like, precision eliminated the pieces of people on a regular basis and physically can't miss things that she aims at.
The fucking ears.
Yes. Yes, I will allow you to advance.
Woohoo!
Wait, no. Oh wait, no. Okay, it does have that. I was about to say, Skow, no, you're making a mistake. It doesn't have
For
that
dodge blow. No, it does.
Yeah, I
That was the
didn't see
very
that
first
right
thing on the
away.
list. I was just like, yes, dodge blow. And it's not duelist, which is a side perfect progressions that have upwards.
You're reaching the top tier, and you're finally getting dodge.
Finally, dodge blow. I have all this agi and no ability to use it to avoid getting hit, but now I do.
Well, I mean, you do have
Well,
to spend
enough.
200 to buy in. No, just
100 to get
100 to buy
correct.
into champion.
But I need another 100 to actually buy a skill in it. So I don't have dodge blow yet, but you know.
And you can justify learning it by having Gunnar swing a stick at you.
I feel like she's probably going to practice in the future with the other elf, that guy who also has a bunch of weapons.
The guy who's basically coming in as a champion.
Yeah, that guy who is a champion. I feel like she's going to finally have a fucking like sparring partner that is an elf, and she's down for that.
I don't have fucking 100% accuracy, but I do have at least 70%.
Yeah. I mean, it's 70% is good on shooting accuracy, but like, what's your hitting things accuracy? Is that a 70?
My weapon skill is 72, but I get to attack 3 times, so.
Yeah, shit. I mean, right now my weapon skill is a very measly 39, but with champion adding to it, it can become 79, which is dope.
Where are you coming from, champion from?
Targeteer.
Really? You
Yeah,
went into
Targeteer's
Targeteer?
champion. Yeah,
Wait,
I literally went Hunter, Targeteer, like straight advance.
I mean, why do you go Targeteer? I remember looking at them; they're kind of
Because
dope.
Targeteer is a disgusting archer. They get 40 ballistics on, and it was basically like I had the experience to advance, and I had no way of getting scout trappings.
If Targeteer has 40 in ballistics, how are you going to get any? Oh wait, you were talking weapon skill. So your archery is not going to improve, but you'll get more.
My archery will never improve, but it doesn't have to. Like, it would be beyond retarded if it ever got better.
But she gets an extra attack and a shitload more health.
Oh yeah, the health is going to be nice.
And more toughness.
Yeah, literally I get to become survivable and swing in a fight too, which I'm very looking forward to.
Can I say my part now? Or? I already have academic knowledge in theology. The options are the arts, astronomy, demonology, engineering, genealogy, heraldry, history, law, magic, necromancy, philosophy, runes, science, strategy, tactics, and theology. The only ones I think I would qualify for ever are genealogy, heraldry, history, philosophy, and maybe strategy tactics.
I would add magic to that list, as you can, as the more time you spend with Vaska and now Esva, you can actually learn a great deal about magic and that. But yeah, now I think you are already at the point where you could qualify, where you qualify and could buy philosophy or strategy/tactics.
Dude, buy philosophy.
Anybody remember what lightning reflex does?
Lightning reflex is if you have multiple attacks, you can give up one of your attacks for a chance to parry.
No, that's lightning parry.
That's lightning parry. Lightning reflex is a flat statistic increase, I believe, to agi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's +5, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes.
Sure.
Really nice.
I will take academic knowledge, philosophy, because Apparently, Gunnar is going down this weird hybrid path of warrior and face, so you might as well just call him a fucking warrior philosopher.
I mean, you got a
You're
79.
a bard.
You're a bard. If you have a 79
No,
to
no,
haggle
I'm
in-
not a bard. I'm a
Skald.
Mm.
That's actually a career you could pop into, I believe.
Yeah, it's actually a Norseman career, and it's actually not bad.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, now that my stomach is rumbling, can I go fuck off? Because I need to go get food.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't have anything else you want to talk about, because I know you mentioned that earlier, but if you're satisfied with that discussion we had, then that's fine.
All right, I'm going to bed too, so goodbye, everybody. Adios. Have a good one.